with it because, well, Gen Z is really online, and the government decided that having kids online is a bad idea because otherwise they might get ideas like overthrowing the government. And so they decided to ban all social media because they told social media, so it wasn't technically a ban. They just informed Facebook and Twitter and Reddit that unless they paid Nepal like 10% of their profits, they were banned from the country.
Ooh.
So none of them paid Nepal and they were banned from the country. And Gen Z was like, "Wow, life sucks, and now we can't even distract ourselves with memes.
Now I can't even look at shitty memes.
Time to go kill the government, I guess." And so they did.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, guys. You don't want to give the rowdy, rebellious youth the time to self-reflect.
Well, not only
Because
that,
they're
it's
gonna figure
also
out why
they
their
took
life
away the
sucks.
bread in circuses.
Yes.
Sneaky is in fact correct. That's the point of the bread and circuses. It keeps people distracted from being
that's what I'm saying.
and realizing
is they literally took away the bread in circuses. It's like, you fucking retards.
I mean, you repeated what I said, though. Like, they gave them time to self-reflect. They gave them time to realize, wow, life sucks because of these idiots in charge.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, they went out and started protesting, and the government got scared and told the police to kill them all. And so the police started shooting into the crowds with live rounds. And
oh, well, now that you've drawn first blood, all bets are off.
Yeah, and then the protesters were like, "Oh, okay, so that's how we're playing." So then they charged the police, beat the shit out of the police, and publicly executed a bunch of government officials, tied the prime minister's wife to a stake, and burned her to death.
Okay.
Also burned down all of the rich people's mansions because, you know.
I mean, they were in on it, so.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no. They 100% were. I mean, the youth unemployment rate was around 40%.
That's insane.
Yeah. So, it's just like, well, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Oh, guys, no.
What country? Nepal.
Man, and here I was, just like, oh, it was a good day to wake up and see I was further validated on my opinion on Arrowhead, and now I've been given this absolute bomb of news of a coup. It's like, Jesus. When was the last time we saw something like this in a relatively developed country? A decade and a half ago, maybe? 10 to 15 years?
Oh, no. This just happened again in, what's that other, it's another Southeast Asian country.
Oh, this is, 24 minutes ago, New York Times. Nepal protests live updates. Prime Minister resigns as Parliament burns. Where is he currently at that he is safe enough to resign?
My guess, a plane leaving the country. By the way, I think important to note there, does not have his wife with him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's how. Well, to be fair, she was one of the people. So, like, here's the other big thing that really caused this to pop off. So, everyone knows the behavior of women. In Southeast Asia, it's even worse because of how corrupt everything is. It's not enough for them to just have stuff. They make social media channels dedicated to showing off how much stuff they have, and on those channels make fun of the people who don't have stuff.
Is this Korea?
No, Nepal, Korea, Nepal, China, Vietnam, Singapore. Singapore, that's where it's happening.
You're just describing an entire swath of influencers here in the States.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Also true.
Yes, but it's a little bit different here in that we haven't killed any of them yet.
And isn't it Nepal that's on fire right now?
Yes, it's Nepal is on
They
fire right
use
now. But specifically,
live
the prime minister's wife and people like her were making social media channels where they're like, "Look how rich we are, ha ha ha! You stupid, filthy pores." And so then they burned her to death as a direct result.
I have now seen a picture of one of the protesters who managed to get his hands on the flak armor and riot shields of a police officer who is likely
beat.
The caption says snatched from a policeman. I'm like, I get the feeling it wasn't snatched so much as looted.
Yeah.
Pulled
yeah.
off his dead body. Yes.
Bro got that uncommon loot. Bro got that uncommon loot drop.
No, Sneaky, I think that loot's about to become pretty damn common.
Honestly, I think what's crazy here is like the exact thing they wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
They caused as a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh well, see, that's the thing is I was actually talking about this with Aeon yesterday, and one of his rare moments of lucidity.
Sure, I bet.
What do you mean it's a fuck you?
Okay, I'm trying to be very kind to him. The broken clock.
Oh, no,
was right
I'm not
for
talking
once.
to you. I'm talking about this reaction shot that somehow went through a fucking wall.
Don't worry about
Aeon is absolutely insane.
What broken clock was right for a second time today. But anyway, so as I was saying, I was talking with him, and I got him to admit, because he loves hyping China up, but I got him to admit that Asianic countries like China and their puppets, so Nepal, Singapore, and whatever the other fucking countries they got their hands on, are the opposites of U.S. elites. U.S. elites will burn the future just so they can increase number today. Theoretically increase number today. And the Chinese elites will burn today because they think they're always going to be in power in the future. So they don't care what happens today, right now. Oh, we ripped you off. I don't care. I'm still going to be in power 10 years from now. So it doesn't matter what I do now.
Yeah.
And
I feel like there's a reason I feel like there's a good reason there's a lot of Hong Kong movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
Where that's a really common trope where the person that caused protagonists to go on their journey of vengeance is like, how did you get this far? This isn't how it's supposed to go. I'm not supposed to lose.
Yeah. Well, so it's very interesting because you can see it be applied in a bunch of different sectors in the U.S. and China and whatnot, in where like, oh, the police don't want to do anything in the U.S. They're so afraid of doing literally anything in the U.S. because of the public perception in the moment. And meanwhile, the police in China and adjacent countries, they're like, massacre protesters, that's fine. We're the police. We'll be in power forever. It's like, well, you know.
About that.
Technically speaking, yeah, the police will be in power forever. You won't be there, though, but, you know. But so it's a classic. It's a classic for that. I mean, the student protest is happening again in China. The students are having a hilarious...
that man got killed so hard his hair disappeared.
Yeah, the students in China right now are having a Tiananmen Square 2 boogaloo.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're doing some interesting stuff.
I've seen. Obviously not official numbers because China officially has said that their unemployment rate is 3%, according to China.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Well, they're doing things like they are doing things as reclassifying people who are getting unemployment program money as temporary workers or something. So like because they're getting
employed.
paid,
They're being paid.
yeah, because they're getting paid by the government unemployment money, then they're being paid by the government, which means they're actually employed temporarily by the government.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
Kaz just discovered he lost his talking privileges for the week.
Oh, Kaz just discovered that. That's unfortunate for the.
What did he do?
Yep. Oh, he wouldn't keep his mouth shut during the last like 10 to 15 minutes of the stream and ended up extending it, thinking he was being clever. Oh, it might be best. He's apparently sick and throwing his guts up right now, so
Yeah.
this
Oh,
stream probably would have just
Indonesia!
made it worse.
Right, it's also happening in Indonesia. That was the country I was thinking about. So the exact same thing is also happening in Indonesia right now, where the highly corrupt government. Yeah. So basically, the Indonesian parliament posted a TikTok video of them partying with cake and buffet foods of really, really high cost materials and food. As they just passed a 50% tax increase on the working class, as well as a wage freeze.
Oh my god, they did not just sit there and reenact Let Them
Eat and hold on, and they also increased their own personal salaries.
Of course they did.
And
oh
decreased
shit!
their
They
taxes.
went for the Congress trifecta.
Yeah. So that was yeah. They're also burning down the rich people mansions in Indonesia and beating up police.
Now, if they could only seize the rich people's assets.
Well, you see, that's the fun thing about places like Indonesia and Nepal and China, is that the rich people have all moved their assets out of those countries because they are hilariously unstable, and they wouldn't be rich for long if they kept them there.
Yeah,
of course.
So there's not a lot of assets to actually seize.
Yeah, it's that's all very. I want to say shocking, but I'm gonna be honest, it's really not.
I still think one of the funniest things ever was a Chinese general got arrested recently as part of Xi's publicly recorded crackdown on corruption inside the military.
Oh, great! When's he gonna arrest himself?
Yeah, well, so they seized one of his mansions that he got. Because basically, so how the Chinese military works is if you have money, you pay a officer to give your son a position below that officer. And so as a general, he got, and it's also a pyramid scheme. So if you pay a sergeant, the sergeant has to pay the lieutenant, who then has to pay the captain, who then has to pay, you know, the lieutenant, whatever, and then they pay the general. Yeah, it's a giant pyramid scheme. So anyway, so the general, the entire mansion, he didn't live in this mansion. And when they seized it, they were carting out literal pallets of gold and literal pallets of duffel bags of U.S. currency and safes of cash and like boxes, literal shipping boxes of jewelry.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's where he kept his loot. Okay.
Literally, that's where he kept his loot.
This isn't the house I live in. This is just the house I keep my loot in. All right.
Yeah,
I mean, I
got looted.
that.
So yeah, so that's that. I thought that was pretty fucking funny, and then I heard about shit like
this is my loot house. I don't. You're fucking fired. You have missed 276s in a row.
But yeah, no, it's going great for Xi. Really, it is going great for Xi. They tried to have
For
a
now.
whole. No, it's going terrible. They tried to have a whole missile ceremony where they showed off the power of their intercontinental ballistic missiles with a little fireworks show, and
Was it a dud?
none of the missiles launched because they investigated it. And they found all of the missiles had been emptied of their fuel and had their fuel replaced with water.
Yep.
No,
that's China.
Comrade G. We making brand new solid water fuel.
Solid
It's
water
really
fuel.
ironic that rocket fuel actually is just water. It's just
Yes, I'm
Well,
aware.
yes, but it's hydrogen and oxygen. It's not
Yeah.
water.
yeah, it's not water yet. But
I'm gonna be honest. That would have been such a fucking power move, though, if it was like, no, this was all part of the plan because we did convert over to H2O based fuel
solid
system somehow. It's like,
ice-based
minute.
fuel system.
wait a minute, what do you mean you figured out how to weaponize the most common element
Cold
humans regularly
ion
ingest
rockets.
as a fuel source? That would actually have been such a power move, like. He's
But,
over there berating the scientist, and the scientist just smiles, hits a button, and suddenly it launches. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But they were also showing off some of their shorter range ballistic missiles, and like half of them didn't go in the direction they were programmed.
Yeah. Computers or gyroscopes put in backwards is what that sounds like. Because we had that issue happen before.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
That's some
going great for
QC
him.
issues.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when your quality control actually consists of your boss saying there was a 100% success rate on the missile construction and you signing off on it because otherwise you're fired.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Not just fired,
Alrighty.
blackballed.
Possibly harvested for organs. That's another thing that
Possibly.
the Chinese universities got up to, is they were selling student data to rich people and then selling the students to rich people so they could be harvested for their organs because the rich people needed organs.
Yes, of course.
I mean, look. I'm just saying, if we
They
were
were
to
just
take
skipping a
all of
couple
the
steps.
if we were to take all of the fine art students in the U.S.
Yeah,
and
you know what? I'm
Yeah.
liking where this is going.
and
Yeah,
make
keep
organ
going.
harvesting plans,
I'm okay with that. Let's just say anybody in liberal arts.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't think you should get a degree for liberal arts. I think any non-science degree is complete bullshit.
No degree. If you want to take this,
I mean-
sure, but
I do think there are too many things that get classified. Like, look, I'm getting a business degree. That's a bachelor's of science for some fucking reason.
yeah, it should not be. That's
Oh, no,
literally
they
be a bachelor's
definitely-
of business.
Definitely needs to. They also definitely need to cut down on what is considered a science degree. But no, absolutely. By the way,
Well-
the number of dead AFD members is now 16 as of 11 hours ago.
Oh, it's going up again.
Yeah, it's gone up again. The German
Wow.
government
Hmm.
insists these are entirely natural causes. Actually, all 16 of them, in fact, died to COVID, according to the hospital records.
Oh shit. Do they think we're stupid, or do they just
I
think they're gonna
mean-
get away with it?
It's
Guys.
Germany, so
Yes to both.
Guys, if
Yeah.
it was 3 or 4, it'd be like, okay, unlikely, but still feasible. You're in the double
16?
digits.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
in,
16, yeah.
you,
Hmm.
Oh, yes, they'll certainly believe that this happened 16 times, but it's that 17th one that people go, maybe something funny is going on here.
Surely this number will not increase, and everything will stabilize.
Hmm.
Surely.
What we do is we announce somebody over here is running for AFD.
That'd be nice.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, half their candidates are apparently foreign-born, so I don't see why not.
Hillary Clinton is going to run for AFD, guys.
You know what?
Totally. You should do something about that.
Chancellor Hillary, I'll vote for her.
You vote for her whether you want to or not. That's how that works.
True. But anyway, we're here to read fan fiction of things that aren't happening, not of things that are going to possibly happen in the near future.
I returned,
Possibly.
fortunately.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ruby tonight, indeed. Yes, the wheel spoke, and the wheel spoke
no.
Ruby.
What do you mean the wheel picture? Why?
Finally,
I hate the
came
wheel.
back Ruby.
So everyone
hate
can
this wheel.
immediately the wheel of pain.
Do
I
we have a
feel
sign
like
now?
every time we do this show, I just hear Saruman. You have elected the way of pain.
Yes.
I see. Yes.
Oh, by the way, Sneaky,
Wow. Yeah.
I figured out
Mm,
a way for you to have fun whenever
Yeah.
you get bingo.
yeah.
The stream after you get bingo, we just don't get the drinking space. We have to make bingo every way except through the middle.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's
You know
sneaky
what?
gets
That's
It's-
great.
instead-
No, I'll accept it.
Instead of negating someone's bingo, it's just you just double you just double how hard it gets.
Hold on. Have
Um,
we ever actually had bingo
This is
yet?
what we call a difficulty
we've had-
tweak.
We've had bingos. I got
We've
the I
had
got the triple
2
gold
bingos?
star. I don't remember what it was, but I did get a third bingo, and Sneaky made a special
Yes, I made you. No, you got 2
something on the
bingos.
screen.
Yes.
Oh
I
no,
gave
that's right.
you-
I'm one
Must
from
have
I'm
missed
one
that.
from 3.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yes. We're getting rid of
Ugh.
the drinking space today. We're going to take
Yeah,
Max's
so no-
suggestion into account.
No drinking space.
But
Good luck.
Oh, you suck.
in the legendary way that sign exists, everyone can go ahead and mark down an L for sign.
I told you, all he does is stock them up.
It's not my fault that
Oh,
somebody
you're gonna keep me kidding me?
that
I
channel,
don't have it.
somebody typed in that channel, and then I looked over there and nothing was there. It was highlighted, goddammit.
So it
Yeah, how?
so the
How
last
bad is
message so the last message in the channel was 11 months ago. And Sign responds to it going, "I'll have to check that out."
Now, again,
Necro post, Batman.
I look up and I see this channel's got activity. It has the Discord little highlight
So-
thing beside it. I click it. I didn't look at the date. I just go, oh, hey, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah, but here's the thing,
And
right?
no,
It's
apparently
originally
that was a
I
year
wasn't
ago.
gonna call this a Sign L. I legitimately just thought that, I looked in the channel, I saw Sign saying something, and then someone goes 11 months to reply today, and I'm like, oh, clearly we had a pop-off event, and Sign had to purge a whole bunch of posts. And then
No,
Sign
no.
diligently clarified that he actually just fucked up. And I was
I'm
like, well,
telling you.
okay.
Discord popped up and said there was a message in that channel. And when I looked, there was not.
I believe you. I believe you that that's what happened. But my point is that I was giving you the benefit of the doubt in that we just had another pop-off event, and you diligently corrected me as, no, this is a Sign L event. I'm like, well, okay,
I will
fair
say
enough.
I appreciate how honest Sign is about the fact that he's an idiot.
Now, hold on. We can't give him too much grief. He did just post Chapter 2 of Celestial Survival, and we'll see where that goes.
Oh boy.
Hina Uo.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh yeah. Before we get to Rube, by the way, I'm getting really tired of how often popular stories are written by authors who clearly don't actually like the thing they're writing for. It's very
Yeah, no shit.
I've been going through that Heir to the Blacksmith story,
Ah,
and this dude
yes.
clearly does not
Yep.
enjoy the source material because his reasoning was, I wanted a Shiro who knows what he's doing. I'm like, what do you mean? Shiro knows what he's doing consistently through all 3 routes. The only reason he
He's
doesn't
just an
look like it-
idiot.
No, it's not even that. He's working off of bad information because his dad tried to scare him out of becoming a mage, and it didn't
Yeah.
work. When Shiro learns that he's been screwing up, he adapts
He fixes
pretty
it.
quick. Like he's actually a smart kid. He knows what he's doing with the information he has on hand. And then other character things are like, well, this doesn't make sense. Like, he still has Ilya calling him older brother. It's like, no, we know that as a character point, Ilya prefers to be the older sibling from both Prisma Ilya and what's stated in Heaven's Feel,
Yeah.
in the Stay Night visual novel, and in the OVA movies. So this doesn't make sense. Also, he's like, but she looks so young. It's like, it's Japan. That's
Yeah, no
not that
shit.
uncommon.
Yeah, it's
The
Japan
younger-looking
is a
one is the
perfectly
older
valid
sibling.
defense.
Oh my God, Max, we
Yeah.
never talked about this on the podcast.
Talked about what?
Genlock.
That's because I sent that after the podcast was done, like the
Yeah,
day or two
I know.
after.
Yeah. And we just
Um,
never brought it up. So, Rooster Teeth decided to have an incredibly out of touch moment again, despite being a dead company, despite not existing as a company anymore, effectively. They decided that no, death, not even death, can stop them from having one last out of touch moment.
Oh yeah, the one about fucking Becca anime. Fucking
Yes, where they decided to
And
make a
I
documentary about making Genlock.
apparently, I don't know what this is from. Really and truly, I don't know if it's documentary or just an
Well,
interview.
it's from the origin of Genlock Part 1.
Yeah, but I
so,
don't know what the
I-
origin of Genlock is.
I'm assuming it's a documentary.
Hang on, let's figure this out. Is this actually an interview from that far back? No. Where is this from? I hate trying to source this stuff. Anyway, Sneak, you continue while I try and figure
Yeah.
out what this specifically
So-
is from.
The Ryan P. Hall, executive producer and head of Rooster Teeth Studios, says when the idea for Genlock was first presented, they're just going to cover up the fact that they ruthlessly crushed it and also tried to steal it out of Gray's hands. But we're going to move past that part.
Yeah.
It was just one of several projects that could have become our next big animated series. What stood out about it wasn't how it was just another mech show. It was a mech show driven by the characters, unlike all other mech shows, which don't have
Eat
any
shit.
characters in them.
look,
Uh,
look. I appreciate that they started with Evangelion. Like, I'm like, okay, at least someone was like Evangelion. No, because to be fair, look, I don't like Evangelion. I think it's so high up its own ass. I don't think the characters particularly good. However, I recognize
No,
that a lot of people do like it, and it is
It's the
character
opposite.
driven.
No,
the fans are up
the joke went
Evangelion's
over
ass.
your head. The joke went over your head, Atin. They picked Evangelion because that is the entry point for a lot of people who've never touched mech and never touched mech again, insisting it changed the formula, even though Mobile Suit Gundam did it in
No, they did.
1979.
Yeah.
Several Super Robot shows
Evangelion.
before Gundam did that before 79.
The studio that
fans
makes
had this
Evangelion
tested.
hates
Yes.
Evangelion.
Yes, that's
Those
Anna's
people are
studio.
never gonna go and look at something like Pat
Right.
Labor.
Look,
Yes.
Pat Labor.
You're right, they're not.
So,
But
all
you
right,
just sat there and
Evangelion-
said, you sat there and said they picked Ava, but at least Ava's about, it's like every mecha show. Most of mecha is about the characters. It's like
Yes.
saying Godzilla is only about the monsters, and that's how you tell me you've never watched an old
Yes.
Heisei era
A
Godzilla movie.
monster
You
is a
Yes.
character.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Sign, you,
Above
half of
my
Godzilla movies
office
are about
door,
the humans.
I have a sign that
no,
reads
true, but-
characters only. That's what I care about in a series, the characters. The special
Characters
sauce
only.
that Genlock alone figured out. Well, at least he's honest about that part, that the only thing that Rooster Teeth has ever produced that had characters in it was definitely Genlock.
Oh.
I definitely can agree with him on that one.
Also, the tweet that Aura linked as we were bringing this up, though, just like the animation was what it needed to be for that because they focused on they put most of their stuff into the action scenes. The plot was just bog standard, which is why it was so solid compared to Ruby, and the characters were fun.
Yeah. You
Stop
didn't
having
need
bad mecha
need
opinions.
literally blockbuster fucking actors for it either. Like anyone could have delivered the lines they delivered. They did not make it at all.
No,
They were
sign,
not relevant. They were not important.
I'm going to shove the word deconstruction so far up your ass, sign, you're going to be vomiting it for years.
I wasn't even
It
gonna.
is
I was like,
not-
I'm gonna wait for Max to see this. I'm not
Oh.
gonna say nothing.
It is not a deconstruction. Anno made it as a love letter to mecha because it is one of his favorite genres, and it's how he worked through a lot of mental problems he was going through during that time period. It was
He also
never
did it
meant to
as
be
a
a deconstruction. The symbolism wasn't symbolism. He picked the symbolism because this looks cool. At its heart, Evangelion is a box standard love letter to mecha with some really solid animation and focused explicitly on how hard human relationships can be. It went a little harder than some mecha did, sure, but it was still a mecha show at heart. It did not deconstruct anything. Everything
Yeah,
it
there's
did
nothing
had
on
been
it for
done
deconstruction.
years before with other Super Robot and Real Robot shows.
Yeah.
But
Next, you're
people are
gonna tell me
stupid.
Monica's not a deconstruction of the magical girls genre.
I don't know enough about the magical girl genre. I know what I like in that, and it is 99% Sympho Gear.
Okay, so the reason why Madoka is
Also-
considered a deconstruction and why Evangelion isn't considered a deconstruction is because the hallmarks of each of the genres, which is, respectively magical girls and mecha, is mecha doesn't get brownie points for doing genocides, okay? That's,
If
I
that's-
mean...
I'm gonna be honest, that's on the checklist. If you don't
That's-
have that on the
yeah.
checklist, are you really a mecha show?
Yeah, like
So you can't be like, oh, well, it's a deconstruction because of that. It's like, oh, it's a deconstruction because the pilots get tortured when they pilot the mecha. It's like, well, that's not fucking new either. Like, the characters were
It's really
manipulated into
not.
doing shit they didn't understand. Wow, that's not fucking new to mecha either. There is literally nothing that Evangelion does that was new to mecha in any formula or fashion. It was just expertly put together in a way that appealed to a large number of people at the time of watching it.
It was also
I
one
would
of
say-
it was also one of the first mecha shows to get any like serious localization in I
Yeah,
would
that too. Yeah.
in a reasonable time frame.
Uh-oh.
Dad
Oh.
issues
Somebody's a
are
robot.
anywhere
Oh, damn.
remotely.
The
Okay.
the,
Alright,
the Japanese censors are
you're-
hitting Atin hard.
Yeah, Comcast took offense to whatever you were about to say, apparently.
Comcast
Um,
very, very much does not appreciate
no,
me enough
like-
to call even get out, not the original money.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow, that is
He's-
really
all he
convenient
did-
timing.
All he did was say Evangelion, and it just started going robot. I think your ISP might be dying right now.
So I'll get to that in a second, Aura.
Oh
So
man, it's
the
just getting
reason
worse.
why
That happens.
Madoka is a deconstruction is because while other animes at the time of the magical girl genre might have had what if magical girls but dark, there was no popular what if magical girls but dark yet. A lot of them had taken different routes to get to the darkness, but none of them really got popular for various reasons of either bad timing or just general poor execution. Madoka was one of the first big ones that actually hit it big with its deconstruction of the magical girl genre. That's why it's a deconstruction. It's because it's turning on its head a lot of the tropes and patterns that the magical girl genre is based on, even though it uses them itself. There's a lot of fake outs on them. Oh, you thought they were going to save this person. Oh, no, they're killing them.
No, she's dead.
Yeah. Whereas Evangelion is like, hey, it's this really cool thing. Oh, I recognize that thing from this anime from 1984.
Yeah.
I like that thing. You did it justice.
So
Like
that's why
the only
those two are
significant,
the way they are.
yeah, the only real significant difference that you might see in Eva compared to other mechas is Shinji has like no support network. Like the thing that sets him apart from, say, Amuro Ray from Ochi Gundam is Amuro at
Now,
least had people who gave enough of a crap to try to help him with his developing PTSD.
am I gonna say?
Well,
this is-
But
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily successful, and honestly, what Shinji needed was a good he
Kick in
needed a
the
good
ass.
bright slap.
Yeah, sincerely, man did not
needed
receive a
bright
bright
Noah
slap.
in his life. I think like that's addressed in a Super Robot game at some point.
oh, yeah, right there we go.
Where
So I'm gonna
Shinji
say something
gets a support
incredibly
group.
controversial here to answer Aura's question.
Uh-oh.
What is a deconstruction of the mech genre? I propose Megas XLR.
Yes. Agreed. Hilariously so.
I mean, I would simply propose that deconstructions as an idea is just incredibly stupid and things could not be done well.
Oh yes, very rarely is.
But if you want to
deconstruction actually
propose
done well.
Megas, I
Yeah.
won't argue that heavily against it because while it is in fact a giant love letter, it doesn't focus on the things we are used to seeing out of the mecha genre.
Exactly.
Which is,
It's a giant love letter, but it is quite literally
it's
you know what?
your
It's
child-minded
literally
members of the
it's
mecha genre.
literally a love letter. That's what it is. It's literally a love letter of man. Giant robots are so cool. I built me and my cousin Cletus built one ourselves. Check it out. Catch your eye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that-
deconstruction because it's unironically having an amazing time with them.
In the
Yeah.
song, chicks dig giant robots. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
no,
such a shame.
it's-
I tracked down a DVD collection like years ago, and I was like, I didn't know this got a DVD release. Do you know what the DVD collection was?
Hmm.
It was a project by fans to get a really well-made box with professional DVD burns
Nice.
that they'd somehow managed to construct from recordings.
That's a
Oh,
Because
man.
Megas XLR was one of those shows that, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure it was substantially popular, didn't get a home release from Cartoon Network for some reason.
Yeah, I think you're right.
To the point that I wouldn't be shocked if it was like, oh, by the way, what happened to the footage? Oh, we just threw it away. Not even like it lost in a fire. No, we just threw it away. I don't like it, but I would pay $40 for a Blu-ray collection of every episode from the source.
Hang on, let me check BT in here. Oh, no. They've got a TV rip and a web rip. There is no DVD, no Blu-ray, not
I
a
told you
Damn.
there was never a home release.
no home release. It was
Truly
they've
the
got is
most
pulled from the internet.
deconstruction part of it all.
Fine, you have been doing this for 30 years.
Hmm.
what?
You fuckers have been doing this for 40 years now.
Oh no! I'm not gonna
What?
argue Oscar or Ray is best girl. We all know Oscar Ray and Misato are all perfect
Oh my
exactly
God,
as they
we
are.
need to You need to shut your mouth.
He's the
We're not
worst
doing
of them.
this.
Anyway, so
What?
Ruby. The demon caged within V2. A chilling curse clung to Ruby's every move. The demon within her. It was a parody. They said the title, guys.
It's on the title drop.
Title drop.
All right, we're done then, right? Credits roll, stream done.
Mucha,
Go home.
mucha.
Yes.
By the way, did you know there's actually a full 3-minute song?
Oh
of
yeah,
that theme.
yeah,
I didn't know that until recently.
That's amazing.
yeah.
They did the thing that everyone wanted from those old openings of like, you need to make this a full 2 to 3 minute
You
song,
have to
right?
make this a full OST, yeah. Oh god, that was such a fucking silly show.
And people loved it.
Yeah, because it was just so irreverent.
Just fun.
Yeah.
It was having so much fun with itself. How could we not love it?
We're here to have fun. Don't you want to be serious? No, we want to have fun. Damn, if only we were looking at Ruby crossovers, because I have the perfect chance for a bingo with a sign L. True. It was a parasitic force, a shadow born from Dr. Merlot's twisted experiments that had woven itself directly into her soul. It was no longer a separate entity, but now a part of her, a malevolent twin that whispered cruelties into her ear, urging her to embrace destruction and darkness.
Embrace the darkness.
It's a parody
I
story.
am the darkness.
They labeled this a parody?
Wait,
Oh, that's some
huh?
cope. Damn. Okay,
by the
so,
way, speaking of the Weeb honorifics, how have we not,
It's been a
in the
while.
years of this show, how have we not run into a Ruby fanfic that used Japanese honorifics?
Yeah, I know.
Ruby
Like,
Chad.
Huh.
I think everybody knows, but it's not a real
You know what?
anime. That's why they don't
I
use
think it's the same reason as to why it's the same reason as to why a lot of things actually. It's the first introduction to Ruby for pretty much everyone was obviously the American release of Ruby and not the Japanese dubbing of Ruby.
Oh man! By the way, unironically, the Japanese dubbing of Ruby is so solid. They got some real
Yeah.
heavy hitters for that.
Yeah, they did. Now, fucking,
Also-
I had such hopes for Ice Queen Season 2. That shit was so good. Wait, Blake,
know-
I know how we can defeat Weiss's racism with more
be more
racism.
with your racism.
You have to be all of the racism she expects, and then you have to be more.
Go even further beyond.
Okay, but unironically, fantastic design. Unironically,
Big Nicholas.
but listen. All I'm saying is the best that Blake has ever looked
Yeah.
Yeah.
is absolutely when she gave into the power of racism.
Yeah.
Weiss's design was really great too.
Yeah.
Listen. Commissar Weiss does a lot for the Imperial Guardsman in me, okay?
Whew.
Snowboarding Ruby was also pretty solid. I wasn't a huge fan of the transforming snowboard, but I did like her design.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
although
have a little statue of that because a little action figure statuette kind of thing because it's so fun. Absolutely nonsensical, but fun.
I also loved the plot point of what had happened to poor Crescent Rose. Ruby's like, Weiss, why don't you know how things are constructed? The gun's pointing the wrong way.
Oh yeah, the gun was pointing the wrong way. Weiss, do you really think this is how my gun works?
Yeah.
And then it's later revealed, and then the actual like reason for it's like, okay, fine, whatever. But it's way funnier to think it's just because Weiss doesn't understand anything that isn't just pointy.
Wasn't fucking Blake's weapon it like turned into just a machete and she had animal claws? Like,
No.
I think so.
Everyone else's weapons were the same. It was their outfits that
Oh.
changed,
oh,
and
Yeah.
okay.
Blake,
Well, no,
for
she
some
had animal
reason-
claws.
Yeah, no, she did, but they weren't animal claws. They were giant, comical cat paws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
And she
no,
was just
he's
like,
correct.
really,
They're
Weiss?
entirely that. Like, there's the design. Like,
No,
just-
that's the negative design. I'm talking about before.
No, that's the
Oh,
negative
okay,
aspect
yeah,
comes
yeah.
in.
also,
No, we're not talking about the good design. We're talking about the okay design.
also, I'm surprised there's not more like negative Blake Ichigo kind of like hollow mask art, because really, that's a slam dunk, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more upset at the prospect that we're not gonna get to see other negative versions of characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's my question.
Negative Ruby would have been okay. Actually,
mean-
no. Those are fucking sick weapons. I don't want to
okay,
hear
you
how that
mean-
was even remotely like.
That is way sicker. Holy cow.
Yeah.
All right, now here's my question. How much drip does negative Glinda possess?
That's just
Infinity
dominant
Get
interest.
a negative version because she's gonna be whatever she is because she's already got a solid. She already has a pretty solid design.
Oh, she does. I'm not questioning that in
And-
the slightest.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be drip. I think we're gonna end up with a design like Midnight's from Hero Academia before she had to put on the extra suit because of complaints. I think that's what would end up happening.
Stripper Glinda, really? That's what you go
Oh,
with?
100%. No, it's,
Yeah.
it would happen.
Okay,
It would
okay.
happen.
What does negative Ozpin look like? Or does the universe do a funny and acknowledge that he's a terrible person and it keeps him dressed exactly the same?
Yeah, he's just the
exact
same.
He's just
What
the
do we know
exact
about
same,
Ozpin? He carries a cane and has a coffee cup at all times. It's filled with either coffee or hot chocolate.
Oh, God. What the fuck?
These two pictures are the same.
But, yeah, so,
All right, so then I guess here, my other
Yeah.
question to the chat is,
you
because
know, I
before we go
can't-
reading absolute dog shit, right?
yeah.
Max,
Hmm.
what is your choice for someone who gets a sick-ass negative version?
Ruby.
Ruby.
All right, cool. That's everybody that's not Max.
Yeah.
You know what? I think a negative version of Pure might be interesting. Like
That's
a
fair.
proper, not what they got in the dream. I want to.
I like Dream Pira. Dream Pira had a nice
Dream Pure
setup.
was pretty good,
Yeah.
but I want
Yeah.
to see negative versions of them all.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
fair.
we have normal Pyrrha in the armor. We have the Dream Pyrrha that's Weiss's idealized version. So what does Nega Pyrrha look like? Who absolutely has to lean 300% into the warrior aspect of her design.
Violence, barbaric.
mhm.
Yeah. It's Conan. She's just dressed
Neg-
like Conan.
Negative Nora is just dressed up as take your
Thor.
pick of Thor, Xena, or
Conan,
something.
Pyrrha the Pyrrha the Barbarian, and Nora Thor Valkyrie. Yeah, I dig it.
I was gonna go for like Beta Ray Bill Thor for the outfit, just because that is one of the better Thor designs.
But you know what? We could always ask AI to try and generate it. We'll see. Negative Nora would be an actual threat. You think Ren would just be an assassin?
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
sorry. Normal Thor, normal Nora is already a threat.
Normal
Yes.
Thora.
Yeah.
All she has to do is like Ren, pull out the cattle prod.
Yeah.
Go
Ren
for
looks
it.
around. No, I can just see now. Ren looks around. Nora, we're in public. Not for that.
This is my
Oh, here we go.
compliance stick. What are you gonna do? Hit me with it? No, it's Nora with it. Nora, make him comply.
Nora, make him comply. Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
Pyrrha dressed up as my boy Karna from Fate Grand Order specifically.
I mean,
That's
That doesn't look very good.
yeah.
yeah. That's. I'll be honest. That's far too slutty for Pyrrha.
Fair.
Like, I don't
Negative
mean to
Ren
respect
better.
my boy
Mhm.
Karna. Listen, he was one of the first 5 stars I got. The man does work, but
That
He's
boy
kind of a
carried
manhole.
as a lancer for quite a while.
Oh
for me.
wow. Oh, this grammar. So I was actually gonna say that because this story has been, so prolific because he just started updating it on the 5th. So originally published on the 5th, right? It's been 4
Mhm.
days and he's already written 70K words. I was like, oh, this dude's totally using AI, right? I was like, there is no chance he's not using AI to fucking factory press this out, right? No. I wish he was using AI.
oh, also now here's another thing.
Is he just copy pasting the wiki?
Oh no. I wish he was.
Oh God.
Oh god, you know what? You know what? Personality wise, I think Kaz is right. Negapira would be like Penthesilea from FGO. Where just certain
Yes,
words
This is the V2.
absolutely trigger her. What do you mean this is a V? Oh no.
This is the V2.
Oh God.
Yes.
Is,
Now, okay, before we
do I
dive
have
into
that on my
this,
bingo sheet? I do.
I just want to ask: because I this is like the only time I ever get to bring up comics before we dive into absolute dog shit. I'm gonna try and distract
Yeah.
us.
Sure.
Has anybody else heard about DCKO?
Don't care.
Huh?
Huh?
The hell's that?
All right, so sprinting through the plot, Darkseid,
Yep.
pieced out. He killed
Yep.
himself to make his own universe.
Oh.
Okay.
And that's the Absolute Universe, by the way, which honestly has some fantastic comics, and they give
wait,
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. No.
Is
Absolute
this
Batman
where
was
Barbarian
pretty
Wonder
funny.
Woman comes from with the great sword? And
The
Absolute
Gut
Batman
Sword?
being
Absolutely.
being so terrifying that a Greek god was told he's in the room with us, and he just starts flipping out.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh God, what do you mean Batman's in here? Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
Where is he? You told me he was here."
Is he hiding?
Yeah.
listen.
They experimented on Batman and made him a super soldier.
Yeah, no, listen, it's
Oh,
great.
no.
Oh my gosh, Absolute Martian Manhunter is amazing. Like, they're like, Jean is a fucked up mind reading, body morphing alien, and he's just gonna fuck people up.
Let's
Martian
just lean into that. Let's just get rid
Martian-
of his sense of morals.
Okay, let me put it this way: Martian Manhunter is the psyop.
All right, fair enough.
But someone has to replace Darkseid as the god of apocalypse.
Yeah.
And they have to basically, the DCKO is a giant bracket fight to the death to see who can attain enough power to replace Darkseid.
Let me guess. It's Superman.
No, we don't know yet. I mean, the bracket's going, but no. Like here's the thing. So we have it, right? We know what the starting matchups are. Hold on, I'm gonna get the image for people here. My problem with this is here's my problem with this. Some of these competitors are not fucking equal. We've got like
No.
6 members of the Bat family and a Green Arrow. I'm sorry, but they're not gonna
damn,
win.
they got
Also,
Lobo?
yeah,
Lobo.
no, they got some great stuff in there. They got Lobo, they got Plastic Man, they got fucking Static Shock.
Yo, let's go.
Absolute
They've got a
static.
flash.
Unfortunately, we have not gotten absolute static, and I fucking want to. By the way, for everybody who doesn't know, we are in fact getting another Batman Beyond comic with Terry, and he's teaming
Nice.
up with adult. He's teaming up with Adult Static,
Okay.
which is fantastic. My personal dark horse for this is I want Zatanna to win because Zatanna attaining actual god power would be the shit. I know the DC is cowards and they're probably going to make it a Superman because they're unoriginal hacks. However, that's who I want to win. I will, however, also accept Power Girl winning.
Sorry,
Plastic
I've
Man.
already headcanoned absolute Batman winning while the Mucha Lucha theme plays in the background on loop.
This
so
is
that's just how
acceptable.
it's gonna go. Yeah.
This is acceptable.
Again, absolute Batman is so terrifying.
And
Even a Greek god, an immortal, is terrified of what this
the
man can do to him.
the entire bracket, and if I was in charge of this and I had the money, they're obviously gonna waste on this, right? Because they're gonna obviously ruin it somehow.
Of course.
Of course.
If I
Yeah,
was
they
in
have
charge
to.
of this project, right, I would build up till the final issue. No fights happen until the final issue. And you'd be like, why? How could this possibly happen? How could you build up to the final issue where no fights take place yet? And the answer is
Battle
because in the
Royale.
final issue, it's just going to be a massive homage to stick fights where Batman is just taking down literally the entire bracket in one issue.
You know
You know
what?
what?
Make it a mega issue, and I'll make it a 64
lean-
spread, and I'm in.
Lean in. Just lean into the meme of Batman versus X with prep time.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah. The entire
Yeah.
thing is just, yeah, guys, he's been prepping this whole fucking time. That's why he hasn't been in all these issues, is he has been getting ready. And it is quite literally just the stick fight thing of, like, kicks a floorboard, a kryptonite rock comes up, he bashes Superman's head in,
Yeah.
and then, like, throws the
Sneaky.
rock at someone else, and
Sneaky. He's not in any of the comics. He's just mentioned in passing.
yes,
The
they just keep
last
mentioning
issue is
him.
the last issue is the Batman issue,
Yes,
and it just
exactly.
opens to him buckling the utility belt home.
Listen, like I can
Exactly.
hear it in my, I can hear it now. Like, right? You've got a cold open, and it's just everybody going, "Where the hell has Batman been?" You see a utility belt buckle on. Eye of the Tiger starts playing.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Yeah, let me pull up a stick fight here.
Because I want to be
was
clear,
thinking of
there's
this.
absolutely songs you could put in there to make it far more like. Listen, you could start playing "The Only Thing They Fear Is You," but that's not campy enough. We're leading into the stick fight. We need "Eye of the Tiger."
Yeah, here you go. Just like that. Just just that whole just this
Oh,
10
that
minutes.
one's great.
Yeah. Like it's just a endless like progression of him just literally fighting everyone to get to the center of the ring.
But yeah, like again, I just there's
And
so
that's the
much
final
stuff.
spread, right? That's the final page. The big spread is literally all of the other heroes in states of brokenness surrounding the arena with Batman just standing there. in the
I mean,
center.
listen, that would absolutely get. By the way, I purposely didn't say this before because it's the cringiest thing ever. But the
Yeah.
people are fighting because they're trying to accumulate Omega energy, which is
Yes.
absolutely cringe as hell.
Oh, totally
uh,
cringe as hell, yeah.
However,
But
that is what it's
it
called.
fits.
Like
That's
Right.
some
That-
strong '80s comic energy. On
It would
is-
so fit. I would make them so much money. Why doesn't DC just pay me?
Because
again,
your ideas are better than what they have, and they can't have that. You know this.
That's that's a fair
yeah.
point. Yeah.
Again,
Yep.
I'm already I'm preemptively annoyed at this comic because I know they're not going to do anything interesting with it. They're
Yeah, obviously.
just going to be like, "Oh, evil Superman again. Oh, but don't worry, he's still kind of good." No, like
But
again,
They don't-
Right, but that's
in
I'm
the
saying, like,
meantime, I saw the best animation I've seen for one of the what if scenarios for DC,
right,
where Batman gets him into an underground cave, locks it, and then just floods it with with red sunlight,
Oh
right.
yeah.
and then beats Superman's face in with green kryptonite in one hand for the double whammy, because in red sunlight
Yeah,
he loses his powers,
yeah,
and the
Yeah.
green kryptonite still weakens him further.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a whole thing in Superman Red Sun.
But yeah, no, like, it would be just, it would be, the whole thing would be a Batman redemption, because, look, I'm gonna say it again, I fucking hate I hate Bat Who Laughs. It was cringe.
Oh, Bat Who Laughs was not good.
Yeah, Bat Who Laughs was super cringe, and the asshole of why he beats everyone is super asshole-y, and so this is the redemption moment for, yes, this is Batman, but he's gonna kill people now. This is what happens when Batman has time and people to kill. Redemption arc, effectively, for DC. With how I've seen shit going on, it's gonna be some stupid shit like Oracle winning in the end. Yeah,
No, Oracle's not even in the bracket, so.
exactly.
Um,
think
Yeah,
that's
Honestly,
his
she
point.
directed everyone else to fight.
I
Yeah,
have yet
she
to
manipulated
hear anyone
everything.
express disappointment with the absolute runs, because they're just leaning into how
Absolute Superman wasn't
weird
the
it is.
best. It was pretty good. It was decent though. It wasn't the best, but it was decent.
I mean, it's still Superman, so like,
Yeah.
probably
No,
was.
okay, here's the thing. I would accept Oracle winning if the entire time she's been rigging every matchup and like doing like ancient evil grandmaster backstabs to
Yeah.
accumulate enough Omega energy so that the final one is Barbara wheels herself in and it's like fucking Superman in there or something, and he's just looking
Then
at her
she
like,
stands up.
what the fuck is this, right? And then she stands up out of the chair and punches him in the goddamn face.
Yeah.
Just boom. I would accept that. Like, she's acquired enough bad god energy to pull a Sarah Kerrigan queen bitch of the universe.
She got the juju.
Yes.
That's, I mean, yeah, it'd be fair enough, but it's just like, you know, I think it's, I think when it comes to publicly accessible media, we've kind of hit the threshold point of, even if you do a good girl boss, it's like still gonna be,
Yeah.
and it's like not even anything against them. Like they could totally go ham with it, where she's, like you said, manipulating every fight, rigging the brackets, giving opportunities for certain competitors to beat other competitors in a way that leaves certain things to happen that causes, you know, chain reactions. Like, she could go full I am Bat God with it. But I still don't think people would enjoy it in the end.
Yeah,
Because
again, like, that's why I want it to be like somewhat like, look, at least if you do someone like Zatanna, at least she's already a pretty cool character.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alternately, if Oracle does do the whole thing, you could have her set up the whole red light trick, and there you go. That's how she wins.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I would accept the red light trick and her just using a kryptonite bullet.
Kryptonite brass knuckles.
She's in a chair, brother.
Yeah. She doesn't actually get
Sure.
everything.
Stands up.
Yeah.
Jo-
No.
joke's on
You can drop
The chairs,
the whole.
the chair's actually just kryptonite, and she
True.
starts scratching paint off of it.
She's had lead paint on it the entire time.
No, I mean, you don't even need to make her stand up. You could have a whole pithy moment sort of thing where, like, you know, Superman's standing in the ring and he's like, didn't I win? And, you know, Oracle rolls out, oh, not quite.
And squeak.
And it rolls up this ramp or, you know, uses some fucking safety equipment, the elevator that brings her chair up and rolls into the ring. He's like, really? You're gonna fight me? Really? And she's like, well, you know, forgiven, you know, definition of the word fight. You know, she clicks a
Forgiven that
button,
you're
the
fight.
spotlights turn into red light instead. And he's like, you know, this won't stop me. And she's like, yeah, I know, and pulls out a gun, fires it. It's a kryptonite bullet, kills him. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like I said, you could make a production out of it. It could work. In the end, I think at this point, people kind of just want to see superheroes beating the shit out of each other again for once. Like, can we just
sure.
have some good old violence again?
Yeah. Can we return to the days of, oh, check out this new cool crossover between these heroes where they start fighting each
They
other
beat
and
each
then
other
realize,
up.
oh wait, we shouldn't be fighting each other. We need to take care of the actual big bad. Can we get back to that energy?
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We have Deadpool versus Batman coming up.
No, I'm sure that great, fantastic, yay.
No.
I do want to be clear.
You know,
That is a property that now exists.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it'd be really funny if they do the fight and Batman's like, hang on, so like your regeneration's so good, I can't actually kill you. Yeah, great. Now I get to use those techniques Alfred's been begging me to learn. Because a reminder, Alfred is a war vet who does not have Batman's compunction about not killing.
True.
You
Yeah.
mean I can beat on you as much as
You
I
do
like,
not-
and you won't
You do
die.
not want to invade the Wayne mansion and hear Batman and hear that Bruce Wayne is gone because that means Alfred
Invade
doesn't
it.
have to hold back.
Invade Wayne Mansion. All the doors lock. Shutters drop down. Fortunate Son starts playing.
Oh no!
Listen.
I'm afraid you will not be
Oh, no.
leaving.
Far and away, absolutely one of the hardest panels to ever come out of Batman is just Alfred staring down a double barrel at the viewer. I do not, unlike Master Bruce, I don't mind killing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like, oh dear, Alfred.
Yeah, well, my favorite bit about that was learning recently, like, oh no, Alfred has consistently been a war vet since the
Oh, yeah.
start of his introduction.
Not just a
into
war
Batman
vet.
lore.
War vet, MI6 vet.
Yeah, he's a
And
MI6
Yeah.
operative.
It's just that moment of like, oh, you know, they're like, you get in there and he's like, oh, that's a shame, Master Bruce isn't here, and that's the moment where you should be like, uh-oh.
I'm
Oh, no.
terribly sorry, but Master Bruce isn't in.
I will do
He's
as the
not
butler
taking
does
visitors.
and take out the trash.
Gentlemen? We?
Yes. Achoo.
Can't finish the rest of that.
Yes,
So
here we
nice.
go, gentlemen.
There we go.
It's not the shotgun, but it is Alfred just like,
That's,
pistol,
yeah, that's
yep.
an actual pistol.
You killed him? Of course not. I wouldn't get that out of the carpet. Alfred, you used a gun. I know.
Yes.
I love that claim at the end. You'll never find them all. It's like,
You'll never
I
find all
just
of them.
love
This is-
Alfred.
this is Batman, he said that too. I honestly, I think the better implication is the reason that Bruce will never find them all. It's Alfred is absolutely just gonna replace them the moment he finds it.
Well, again, obviously, but it's also going to be like stuff that Bruce will never think to check because he's, wouldn't think to check there.
Yeah.
Like, there would be stuff like, oh, well, I'm going to check inside this location because obviously he thinks I wouldn't check there. But meanwhile, Alfred would just have, like, a handgun in the utensils drawer.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
even.
he's got one
honestly,
strapped to the dumbwaiter.
Yeah,
Never
like
mind
Yes.
that. This man is
He has
in
a
my
couch gun.
this man is X in my 6. At some point, he's just gonna walk into Bruce's office. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he just starts peeling parts off the desk and assembling a rifle.
Yeah. There was
The
one
Little League got
comic.
guns
Oh,
disassembled to better hide them.
there was one. There was one. I think I'm trying to remember what it was called, but like there was like a one where someone was like, Alfred was James Bond was based off of Alfred, basically.
oh yeah, yeah.
And it was like I forget what comic it was, but it's just like, holy shit. Oh yeah. I'm glad someone else posted. Yeah, thank you, Side. Don't forget, in addition to being an expert marksman, a paratrooper, an intelligence agent, Alfred was also the regimental boxing champion in World War II.
Yes.
You know, it's terrifying that this old man is so good in a fist fight. He got out without a single cut from that knife.
Oh yeah.
Because you always hear, like, no one wins in a knife fight. Like, both people are always going to get hurt. Meanwhile, this man's like, nah, I can take him.
It's just everything about Alfred is so fantastic when they finally give that. Okay, wait, I've sold myself on this, boys. Omega Alfred.
So
Omega
what?
Alfred.
You
Oh,
know,
no.
fucking Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater moment.
Alfred
Yeah.
is revealed in the last 10 pages, and turns out he was actually seeded from the start.
Alfred's just been Emiya-ing people. Kiritsugu Emiya-ing people from the start of the event.
Yeah, it's
or
like,
you know,
there were a
he
lot of
did
people
something
that
like
just,
he lied to
moved
them
forward.
all.
That's weird.
He changed the rules of the event to be like non-lethal. You just have to defeat your opponent, so everyone's just been defeating their opponents. Meanwhile, the second the defeated opponent gets taken, out back to recover, he just fucking shoots them, and he's been collecting the Omega energy this whole time from their deaths.
Alfred, why would you do this? Well, obviously, Master Wayne, to prevent you from having to stain your own hands.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there was listen. I absolutely hate this. It's one of the stupidest comics. But there was a comic where it's like, oh, Alfred is Joker to make sure that Master Bruce's obsession always has something to be
I
fed.
remember that one.
I hated that. That was so fucking
Again,
dumb.
very stupid,
Yes.
but
That sounds not great. That sounds like it should be an interesting concept, but the moment you think about it for
Yeah, it
5
didn't
seconds,
run
you're like,
long.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
no, he'd actually be super happy that the Joker's gone, because now Bruce can finally focus on taking care of the people who aren't going to keep escaping and causing hundreds more deaths every other month.
Yeah. Anyway,
Like-
so
half the reason people get out of Arkham is because Joker broke out, and then Harley, Ivy, or Catwoman.
Oh.
Well, Catwoman never really goes there, but right, or like Freeze or whatever. They escape. They're like, everyone's like, shit, Joker got out, and the other person just kind of walks out the side door. They're like, okay, Freeze
Yep.
got out, but look, he just wants to fix his dead wife, so.
I mean,
He's
usually it's
okay
always
when he's not
portrayed as
attacking people for
you know,
research.
Joker or related group, pulls some stunt, big breakout happens, and it's pretty much just Joker causing the most shit ever, and all the other villains are like, well, I mean, the door is open right now.
I mean, it's
We could
right
leave.
there. They can't stop me.
The government doesn't want you to know, but you can just leave Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
I've left it 3 times.
Oh,
Gotham's mayor
Not a-
doesn't want
not a
you to
great
know
look.
that you can just walk out of Arkham. They can't stop you.
But yeah, so anyway, this Ruby story is honestly, it's got a lot of really great things we can make fun of here. So the story
boy.
starts off with subject 9,786, implying that there's been 9,785 previous subjects that no one ever figured out went missing. I feel like 9,000 people going missing, kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it depends on where you are.
Okay, it could work in the world of Remnant if you're picking from, like, the fringes of new settlements, since we know that
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
Sure.
told
Sure.
settlements go up and collapse all the time.
Yes, yeah,
We're
you're
told that.
not wrong. However, we also do know that these settlements aren't towns the way we think of towns. They're towns in like the tens of
Medieval
people.
sense.
Yeah. They're like 3 families. Um so yeah, it's like yes, you could theoretically get to the quad digits in test
Yeah.
subjects, nearly the quintuple digits of test subjects, and not get
Yeah.
caught. But I feel like that would take a really, really long time.
We see Merlot's operation in Grim Eclipse,
Yeah.
and it's been going for a number of years.
Yeah.
But, like, he had a decade or more to do all this research,
Yeah.
and somehow the resources for the robot army that we have to fight throughout, on top of the Grim, that he
Well, to be
coped
fair,
with.
Obviously, he built the robot army to capture all the Grim Max. Duh.
obviously.
Well,
But no, to be
yes,
fair,
because
he did lots of
Grim weren't
experimentation on Grimm
affected.
specifically, so I could entirely see something along the lines of Government Black Book Project, where he's telling them he's making some sort of weapon that could, clear mass swaths of Grimm in an area with, barely little resources and effort, and they just have to keep funding him. His experiment, and like maybe he even fucking gets a fucking PowerPoint presentation of all of his failed experiments, and he's like, "Look, it blows the Grim up. They make mutations go crazy and then die. This is working great. I just need to make it better." And he's saying
Gotta
make it better,
fine-tune it.
and yeah, he's saying make it better as in make super creatures that obey him, and they're thinking make it better as in they explode faster or something, right? So I can
Yeah,
totally
you
see
know,
him gaining a lot of funding because again, he's experimenting pretty much solely on Grim, unless I'm forgetting anything.
I'm pretty sure it was only Grim.
Yeah.
And,
So
part of that
there
is
wasn't
'cause
really
it would
ever a
be-
moment of him being like, "Oh yes, I'm also injecting people with the green goo." So
Yeah.
no.
His opinion of people seemed to be a boy, they're a waste of time. So
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean that's just generic. I'm a smart scientist trope. Of
Yeah.
I'm so smart that everyone around me is stupid and inbred, and I don't need them around me. So I mean
Yeah.
that's really excusable.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty common. That was one of my
standard.
that was one of the refreshing things about dealing with the likes of Valen in XCOM. They're like, here
Yeah.
is an absolute genius level intellect who is dissecting aliens and reverse engineering their technology. And she's very nice. Unless you blow up her samples.
Yes, well.
So that sounds like a reasonable crash out at that point.
Commander,
Well, I mean,
please instruct your soldiers to stop blowing up the aliens. Fuck off, Valen. I am busy.
It's like, Valen, why don't you tap into the fucking video recording of what's going on right now? Because do you see how many I'm dealing with?
Valen, there are 38 thin mints on my screen. Not the time.
Honestly, the response should be working on replacements, BRB.
But yeah. So anyway, we have terrible grammar. So go ahead and mark off terrible grammar.
Oh god.
The
Yes,
story
smartest
starts
Batman
off.
goon ever. What a great clip!
Yes, that is a
by
good clip.
the way.
The story starts off entirely italicized.
Oh, no.
Again, terrible grammar. A male voice called out as he stared at the clipboard in his hand, his eyes slowly raking over it before lowering it and look at female in mid-teens strapped against metal table. So first off, only teenagers say mid-teens. And out-of-touch people. They also say mid-teens, but everyone else just calls them teenagers.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you'd use mid-teens if you're, like, describing something for, I don't know, a missing persons report.
Yes. Yeah, I suppose you could.
That's
And
literally a
not could
description
sneaky.
in
That's
the
usually what people are gonna do.
yes.
Yes, but
Also,
what's
authors,
the actual
but
difference
you know,
in visuals in your imagination between someone who is 15 and someone who is 17? What's the actual difference there? Like,
I mean, what's the difference
Yeah.
between mid-20s and early 20s?
Usually height
Exactly.
and
Mid-30s and early 30s.
stature
well,
and
no,
physical
mid 30s
development.
is where you start degrading. So that's actually a you know,
That depends entirely on the person. That's just a skill issue on your genetics part.
you know what? That's fair enough.
True.
Yeah.
But no, like
Yeah,
in
listen,
all
I've been
seriousness, like
degrading
in
since
all
I was like
seriousness,
20, so
the 2 times you see people describing mid age is usually police reports or
Yeah.
authors to help establish characters.
yeah.
If I was abducting a teenage girl, I would definitely specify her as mid-teen. Well, you know what? Thank you for that information, Toaster. I appreciate your insight into how you personally feel about abducting
Toaster, why don't you
teenage
just
girls.
go find
I'm going to go
your
write that into
toaster
my
light?
story now. Excellent. I am glad to hear you are going to add that to your story, Toaster. That's
You know which story.
fantastic.
It's gonna be
Just go
one of
find your
Uh,
toaster
two.
light
Yeah,
and leave us out of
I'm
it.
not gonna say it out loud, but I will repost this interaction we had here on Sign's server. So Toaster published his latest chapter of his QQ only story, and well,
Christ.
This man
yeah,
is on several
Yeah.
watch lists, isn't he?
probably he is
I mean,
Filipino.
we all are, all right.
Yeah.
You know that.
Okay, no,
Okay.
hang on. Listen,
I-
I'm on a
I don't
very
know- I don't
different
know-
watch list from you.
I don't
okay?
appreciate you linking me in something like that. Just because I know Sneaky doesn't mean I'm put on the same ones you're on.
No,
I mean,
no, you're definitely on a
you're on
watch
by
list because you know me.
association.
Oh, I
But
know,
that's
but
by
they're not the
association.
same ones Sign's on.
Oh, no, sign special.
You're-
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I am absolutely on a watch list, but don't you dare make the assumption that I am on the same watch list as you degenerate.
Yeah.
You are on a
Yeah.
watch list because you write lolly fiction. I am
Yeah.
on a watch list because I look up how to make pipe bombs and sneak explosives into the federal government. We are
Yeah.
not the
I
same.
didn't need to look up how to make pipe bombs. I already knew how.
Yes, but you see, you did not look up how to make your own homemade gunpowder using piss and shit and hay.
True. That was
No, I
that was
did look
something
that
Sneaky and
up.
I had to research extensively.
Yes, that was something
I
you did.
had to research that.
Yeah, that's a go. Well, there you go. So you just proved yourself wrong.
As far as the manufacturing of the device goes, unfortunately, that comes free with our subscription to being Southern.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, everyone knows how to make a
If you
pipe bomb. It's
Southern,
a pipe.
you've probably blown up a stump a time or two, so you know how to make ANFO at the very least.
Well, my favorite
s-
version of horrible things to do to someone is to make animal treats filled with tannerite.
Tannerite.
Yes.
That's awful.
Yes.
That's just mean.
It gets rid of the squirrels.
Oh,
True.
I'm so glad the stream is
However-
popular. We would be nuked to orbit and back after that entire conversation.
They go pop like little bloody fireworks.
However, it's far more productive to put trace quantities of sedatives in whatever you're feeding the squirrels, knock them out, and then train them for your squirrel army.
You know what? I think someone tried that before, and it just resulted in 108 angry squirrels.
No, but they did actually successfully get them to. I remember this. It was a court case. I remember this because this came up in one of my law classes.
Yeah.
Because a woman did actually, in fact, train an army of squirrels to attack
Didn't
her
they also attack
ex-boyfriend,
her?
and it did work. No, actually, they mostly just went after the ex-boyfriend. So, yeah, that's a court case in the United States.
Yeah,
for
right
trained
in
attack
Florida, right?
squirrels. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Florida.
Yeah. Thank you
Florida
for
man.
that one, Toaster. You know what? That's fair enough.
You know what? That was extraordinarily well
Tough
done.
group memes.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead pin that.
Oh, hey, Caesar's alive.
Oh, hello, Caesar.
Hey!
Always nice to see him on. He
But
doesn't
yeah. So anyway,
disappoint me with existing.
it says here your name is Ruby Rose. He said
Why are
to
you
Ruby
doing
Rose.
a bad Chinese accent?
You know what? I don't
Says
really know.
here, you are Ruby Rolls.
Going over strap table. Born and raised in place called Patch, where she spent the rest of her days, I'll have you know.
God damn it. You did not just place us.
Get out.
Born and raised in place called Patch, abandoned at age 8, and found unconscious in village that got destroyed by Grimm.
Abandoned.
He stated as he
Yeah.
laid clipboard down soft, deliberate click, sounds swallowed by cavernous room. A tray of glinting vicious tools laid out beside it. Now 13 and alone, I am narrating for everyone in the audience so they know about the time frames that everything is occurring. I wonder how you made it this far, he added.
I'm
Girl
sorry, I'm just
whimpered.
imagining Dr. Merlot in a surgical theater alone, and he's just got a bunch of his robots sitting outside the theater so that he can pretend he's still at university lecturing.
So they randomly
Fair.
clap.
Yeah. He gets mad when the automated clap program goes off the wrong time. Not now, you idiots!
It's like one of those fucking it's like one of those public toilet flushers where you're leaning to go get more toilet paper and it's like, oh, you moved, flushing toilet now. It's like, no.
No!
No, Siki, don't forget, it's not just flushing the toilet. It's flushing the toilet with an aggressiveness that Poseidon would
Feels like there's a
appreciate.
fucking vacuum on your balls.
Yeah.
No, I'm being pulled in!
I love an in
Yeah, they
media
need to-
res of the MC being strapped to a table. It's a neat idea. Well, I mean, it works for like James Bond.
Yeah,
No, Mr.
Oh,
Bond,
Mr.
I
Bond,
expect you to die.
You to die.
yeah.
I feel old now having quoted something that Sign was immediately able to also simultaneously quote. Ugh.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
you know what they
Here we
say,
go,
you only
ladies and
live
gentlemen.
twice.
That didn't take you long.
Well, there we go.
I still
wanna
love
get
that he starts
information
it
out of
aimed at
me?
the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
I mean, you know,
That's
if you
intentional.
know, you know.
You know.
Listen. He needs to take care of the most threatening aspect on James Bond. If he doesn't
You
get rid of that
yeah.
first,
Give up my
any
face.
henchwoman will be immediately turned.
Yes.
True. You expect me to? No, Mr.
You expect me to
Bond.
talk?
I expect you to
No,
die.
Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
And then James Bond's song starts playing. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da,
Ah, it's so dumb, and I love it.
da-da-da-da.
Honestly, the James Bond books, they're not. Look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend they're good.
No,
But
the
they're not
books
bad.
aren't good.
They're not
No,
bad.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Well,
I
can't
like
be.
isn't James
movies.
isn't the book specifically in public domain?
I believe they are now. Yeah.
I think they may have
Yeah, I
entered
think the
public
books
domain
are.
now.
Oh, well, okay. Well, there you go. Go write your fan fiction, get it officially published as part of the canon.
I mean, it
good.
would be better what they're putting out these days.
No,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's true. Remember, legally, no one can stop you.
Yes. Morally,
Oh,
you should
no,
have stopped
no.
long ago.
No, we have 10 more years until they're in public domain in
Oh,
the
I
US and
was-
Europe. They are public domain in Canada
Yes.
because copyright
Hmm.
in the US and Europe is 70 plus is date of death plus 70. Canada is apparently date of death plus 50.
Of course.
Ah,
So let's see here. Now 13 and alone. I wonder how you made it this far, he added. The girl whimpered a response. They didn't abandon me. They wouldn't. Ruby pulled on the straps around her wrists. We got separated. There was just too many grams, too many to fight. We got separated. I lost them.
doesn't she have that
Tears
fucking
spilled down
sentence?
Ruby's cheeks as she closed her eyes to try and stop them from spilling further. I really appreciate that this mad scientist who is about to vivisect her is playing her therapist. You know, I really appreciate
Right?
the bedside care he is putting into this here. You know,
Gotta get some emotional support before he starts with the physical trauma.
yeah. Before you start
Yeah,
vivisecting
listen.
them. Yeah.
If
He's a
he
mad
isn't, if he doesn't,
scientist, not a monster. Come
It's-
on now.
listen, if he doesn't make sure that she's emotionally stable, she won't properly appreciate the eldritch horrors he's crafting.
Exactly. You know,
Yes.
when you implant.
You know,
Um,
honestly, that wouldn't make for a half bad antagonist.
The world's greatest therapist was, in fact, creating eldritch horrors the entire time. He wanted to make sure everyone was mentally stable so that he could appreciate how horrific what he crafted was.
Indeed,
Fair.
indeed. The real friends were the eldritch horrors we made along the way.
Okay, whatever you say, Vol'jin.
All right. Okay, that is a one-time comedy novel told from the perspective of the son or daughter of a mad scientist who unironically does do that. My dad makes all my friends. Huh? No, he literally makes all my friends. Are you?
Every time
But,
I get a every time I make a friend at school, he brings them home, kills them, and makes them into something new.
And somehow no one ever notices the difference.
The Flash clones are terrible. They die almost immediately.
No, it's not. No, it's not even the Flash clones. It's just he actually just puts them back out with whatever attachments, and everyone's just like, "Oh, that's odd," and just goes about their day.
and then
Timothy,
you
you've
know,
got
no,
two legs.
you have to play it really, really straight. In that, in the end of the show, the book, or whatever, it gets revealed that actually the entire village is all just experiments of the Doctor over the decades, and that the reason why it was even a village in the first place is because the Doctor didn't feel like feeding them inside cages every day because that took up his precious experimentation time. So he just said, "Fuck it," you know, just let them go, and was like, "Go on, I'm
Go
done."
on, shoot.
You're free. Grow your own food.
Yeah, you're free. Go grow your own fucking food.
You're free.
And
Go.
the twist again, including the twist of like no one actually hates them because they're still alive. They're doing fine.
Yeah, it turns out that every single
weird
person
genetic
he's
defects.
Yeah, it turns out every single person he's experimented on had some sort of like fatal illness, which is why no one ever looked for them. 'Cause
Congenital
when
defect,
they
yeah.
just disappeared, everyone was like, "Oh, they finally died."
They're
Yeah.
happily living their lives that, they
What's
got an extra 20, 30 years that they wouldn't have got otherwise.
What's the Spider-Man thing? Oh yeah, you could be curing cancer. I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
And
yeah,
yet,
you know.
he managed to cure
Yeah, he
several
cured
different types of
cancer like
cancer.
way long ago. Like that could you could totally play it up for laughs of finally he gets confronted because the kid, his actual real kid, like ends up bringing like the heat down on him, and they're like, "You could have used your powers for good. You could have cured cancer." Cured cancer? Why would I do that? I did that 50 years ago. The file's over there
Yeah.
somewhere. It's
Yeah.
like, you've been using the cure for cancer as a table rest? The table was
Yes.
tilting.
It's under the table. The table
table
was
was
crooked. Next, you're gonna tell us you
Yeah.
cured epilepsy? Oh, that's
Yes.
keeping my ceiling fan from falling.
Yes.
Sad defeated sigh from
cure-
the heroes.
Cure
Yeah.
for the common cold? I think that's my coffee coaster.
Yep.
Alzheimer's? Ah, my doorstop.
Ah,
Even better, the cure for
That one was
Alzheimer's.
easy.
Alzheimer's? That doesn't need a
I
cure.
forgot where I... No, wait.
that's working as
Even better.
intended.
Alzheimer's? I forgot where I put that one.
Oh.
Well, no, I was more implying that Alzheimer's was completely man-made and that it was actually a
Oh, well,
giant
yeah,
big pharma thing. And
Yes,
so he's
I
like,
know.
oh, yeah, we don't need a cure for that. Just stop doing this. What do you mean stop
Stop
doing
taking
that?
vaccines.
Oh,
just fixed
Kaz
it.
has
No,
a point,
side,
by the
shut the fuck
way.
up.
This chapter seems to be dark and edgy.
Do we
just
get
right off
dark
the
and
bat.
edgy for this whole first chapter because it's all written in italics and it's just Ruby getting tortured? Yeah, you can go ahead and take dark and edgy. I just want to remind everyone that this author labeled it a romance parody.
Why don't I have dark edgy
Romance
here?
parody.
Yeah, I don't have it. Damn.
Yeah. Let's
Would
see.
you also call it
Does it have angst? You know what? It does have angst. That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's got Ruby angsting about the fact that
I've
she
got
kept
one.
getting
Yeah.
abandoned.
Damn, I don't have anything in here. First chapter definitely
I've
does
got
get to
one.
the point, I guess.
All I've got
Yeah.
is V2. That's it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
don't
do
even
have
have
V2.
V2.
I do have V2.
That's
I have
crazy.
angst in V2.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So the closest I'm gonna get to bingo is if we find a harem, a script, and author knows nothing.
I have bad
need
grammar?
legally
Wait, I have bad
abusive.
grammar? Bad grammar. You're right.
Oh,
I need original fiction,
then-
arbitrarily good luck, and weeb on a record.
Merlot is
Oh,
giggling
oh,
to
oh.
himself about how easy it is to break 13-year-old traumatized orphans.
Oh,
Set
I-
the bar
I-
real low,
we're-
Dr. Merlot.
Yeah, that
we're-
bar is
we're-
fucking low.
We're really leaning into the comically.
I
low.
have successfully bullied the
Yeah.
chuny teenager. I'm so evil.
Oh, I have tortured a 13-year-old girl who have lost her entire family. Oh, they're so easy to
Just as funny.
break.
You tell her she just as funny?
Everyone
Yeah.
else, everyone at the evil villain club looking at him.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. It hurts. Make it stop. You may be the
No,
first that will
Ruby, that's
actually
the emotional
survive.
trauma. It's the first step to healing.
It burns. No change then. I suppose not. It was burning. Another dose for you. Let's see what another dose does. And then they stabbed her again, and she began screaming and convulsing again. Wait.
Random
Her
abusive.
screams echoed off the walls as her body began to convulse violently, killing some of her cells.
What?
Well,
Wait, did
She
She convulsed so violently she induced cell rupture?
Apparently.
Okay, so
Um,
is that her semblance now, or is her cellular structure just that weak?
Who knows? Anyway, so she falls
Oh.
unconscious after this, and he's like, haha, don't worry, little girl, it's only the beginning. Ruby is now getting the shit kicked out of her. Come on, fight back, little girl. Blah blah blah.
Come on,
serum.
come,
Oh,
small
more
child,
serums.
fight back against the bear!
Yep, so they're gonna inject her with some more serums. This time it's a red serum with black goo wriggling inside it, and she's like, "Oh my god, what are you gonna inject me with now?" It's like, "Oh well, you see, I took grim goo and mixed it with human blood, and now I'm gonna inject it into you."
Why wouldn't you just...
Oh,
Why would you not just
Why?
inject the goo
But you know
directly? What the hell?
exactly. Yeah, why not just
Right?
inject the grim shit? Like, it's not a fucking surprise what happens when you inject human blood into someone. They die.
Well,
they either
They die
reject
or
it
nothing
it's-
happens.
they
Those are the
ignore
two
it.
options.
They die or
Yeah.
nothing happens. Yeah.
Well, it depends on how much blood you put in them.
I'm
They
sorry.
could get a
Now
little
I'm just,
sick.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just imagining that Merlot injects her with this and she dies. He's like, huh, it shouldn't have killed her. Does a sample, smacks his head.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to check the blood type.
She's AB negative, not AB positive.
He's
That's a
just
shame.
sitting there hitting himself in the head.
Uh,
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
A little blood that's the wrong type won't kill you. It'll just make you really sick.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Which-
Sign, she's
By the way,
already
the
been
thing is,
injected with
killer.
weird green
Yeah,
goo
she's
that
already
actively
being
Yeah,
kills
tortured.
cells.
I just said that.
Yeah.
I just said that.
So anyway, she tries to struggle, but she couldn't escape, and then they punctured her skin with the strange substance, and it began to pulse beneath her skin. Her palms sweating, her eyes flashed red, blue,
Were her knees
black.
weak? Her arms spaghetti?
No, her arms were actually very tight. Black
I can
goo
barely finish.
erupted from her mouth, covering her form.
Did he just make her Venom?
Yes. Forming
my
a pulsing mask of red and
Of
white.
all the
Oh,
things
no,
you could do...
no, they're doing the Arankar thing.
Oh. Of all the oh my god. All right.
They're doing
First
the
of all,
hollofication thing where they puke out the hollow
Yeah.
mask. And it
okay,
goes
so
all over
first
their
of all,
face.
first of all, if you want to put Venom in Ruby, like the Venom symbiotes just kind of get around. Like
It's
on
not an
both the-
unannounced crossover because they're just blatantly stealing the idea. Like they're not
Yeah.
putting hollows into Ruby. They're just stealing
yeah,
everything about
it's
hollows.
just theft.
Yeah. So anyway,
Like, and also,
Doctor,
you
open the
could do
door.
so
Don't
much
leave me in
better.
here, Doctor. Oh, they're doing the classic bad guy thing where the assistant gets sacrificed as the creature they just created starts to monsterify and kills them. And then the Doctor laughs with an evil laugh, going, ha ha ha.
Umbrella Corps. The Umbrella all of the Umbrella Corporation diaries. We have
Sorry.
successfully spliced the human, bear, and jaguar together. It is a terrifying beast. I hope it doesn't. I hope it's not angry at us.
My brain immediately
89,
shortened
Frank
what you said
continues to
into
beat it
Umbrella
with a
Corps.
stick. True. Siggy, day 89. Frank continues to beat it every day with a stick. I
Yeah.
hope it doesn't escape. Day 92. It has escaped.
What have we done? We are all doomed.
Yeah.
Have you tried not beating it with a stick for 90 days?
This will advance everything. Those fools, they thought I was mad, but I will show them who's mad when I create immortality. Ha ha ha. Day 32. So I punched another baby in the face today. I'm an evil scientist.
Day
Wow.
43. I have created immortality by putting the brain with the power of the brain-eating parasite. This cannot backfire. I will test it on myself.
By blending the baby, I have created the immortality serum after introducing it to the parasite, which I will then implant into my brain, causing me to become immortal as the parasite consumes my personality. I am a genius.
Yes, hello. This is the brain-eating parasite. I'm sorry for everything that asshole did. I'm going to go live a happy,
Please let
peaceful
me
life
out.
now.
I am a good person.
I would
Opens
love
up
to
door.
see. I would love to see that. Like the brain. End of a Resident Evil game. The villain's been twitchy all game. Finally, the takeover's complete. I shall achieve immortality. Moments later, oh my god, this guy's an asshole. Can I listen? I'm sorry. He is. Let me fix that. I'll just get that right out of you. Lets the girl go. Disarms the nuclear device.
You could also do like the subversion of the whole turns into a monster thing where they get injected by something and it's like you can see it tracking up their veins and they're frothing at the mouth, twitching, and then they obviously always break out of the restraints and then fucking kill the people and usually
Of
break
course.
out. But you could do a subversion of that where they're frothing at the mouth, they're fucking twitching, and then they stop and they're like, oh, are they dead? And the person's like, no, I'm not dead, actually. It just stopped burning, and I think I can control my muscles again. Can you take me out of the restraints now? I think we're good. And they're like, oh.
Can I get some water? I gotta kiss
Yeah,
now.
sure. Let's get those restraints off you. And then they take the restraints off, and then he fucking killed them all.
Murder.
You know what? That would be a very Wesker thing to do.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
good. Thank
Take
you
us
for
some
the glass
straight
of
stuff.
water. Drinks the glass of water, proceeds to slam someone's face through with the glass, and then
Yeah.
Oh, they
Slaughters everyone in the room.
got the glass imprompts from oh god, what was Telltale's
Acme?
Perfect Dark.
Fable?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, the Fable
Fable
one.
game that Telltale did. Where
Um,
one of the one of the dialogue options in a bar is glass him, and everyone's like, "Oh, that means give him a drink, right?" No, it means grab the shot
No,
glass and
it's-
slam it in his
Yeah,
nose.
I remember that. Yeah.
listen,
Oh, that
listen.
everyone had this same reaction too. It's like this means just give him a glass, right?
Oh yeah, they
No,
gave him a
it means
glass.
violence.
Yes.
It means extreme violence.
Now, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There were a couple of people like me who did, in fact, read the original Fables and were like, so I knew someone who was going to do that. I was like, no, 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 this is Big Pete. That means violence. I'm like, that means violence.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit sign? What the fuck did you post?
Wait,
What?
what did someone do?
Oh
Hold
god,
on.
the fucking space battles wall of text.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
somebody posted
Let
some
me.
bullshit
I'll
on
repost it.
Oh,
Beyond the
no.
Oh
Stars.
no.
Tanya Star Wars.
Oh, no. How angry is this? Wow, wall of text.
Oh, I don't know
It
if I
boils
want to
down
read
to
that.
why
I
aren't you
don't.
writing Sublight Drive?
Oh, God, I don't know if I got the mental energy to parse this wall of text right
Oh,
now.
actually, it gets worse than I. That's worse than I thought. Oh, that's worse than I thought.
Oh, did they make a follow up?
No, they okay. I don't know. The Trade Federation has its own shipyard, and they have a lot of money. Besides that, it's not their only shipyard. So basically, in the latest chapter, Tanya committed some little corporate espionage where he made them pay a shit ton of money from a failing shipyard. They thought they were getting a great deal on
Katie White.
iron, and they weren't. And so basically, Tanya gets a bunch of money. The company collapses more. And he explicitly pointed out how this one company had only like 2 docks left, and like they weren't like the main manufacturer for ships for the Trade Federation. They
Yeah.
just made
Okay.
them, right?
All right.
And so
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
fine.
so he's making it seem way more than what she actually did, which was just chip away at the Trade Federation, and she knows she just chipped away at the Trade Federation. She wasn't even
Yeah.
intending to. She was just like, "Oh, damn, that actually worked. Crazy.
Yeah, the scam bot got him.
Yeah.
Damn, damn, the Nigerian
Oh.
prince scam worked. That's crazy."
The Nigerian prince scam worked.
Oh, you hate to see it happen. Unless it's
But,
someone you hate, then it's great.
The Munificent
Yes,
class could be
exactly.
made in other places, but the Lucre Hulk are the problem. The biggest problem is the mine. The legendary mine. The mine of mining.
The mine, of course, everyone knows about the mine.
If our dear author investigated well, like the author of Sublight Drive did,
Oh, my God.
I
don't
would
know what
say what
Sublight
Tanya
is, but
doing,
okay.
what she did, would have way more repercussions, since the author of Sublight Drive had the protagonist already at war and really screwing up Palpatine's plan. But Tanya has the ability to make jokes, but the problem is she does not know those plans more fundamentally.
Okay, can I
What?
tell you what this person currently sounds like?
That
This
is-
sounds like someone who discovered a thesaurus and thought
Yes.
using big words would make them sound smart,
You're
not
probably
realizing
right.
that
Yes.
you need to use the big words in a way that makes
You need to
sense.
do the needful, Max, okay?
Yeah.
Now, what Tanya did can affect 2 ways, but it depends on what author bases it on and what he considers canon. That means nothing. That was a whole sentence of nothing. For example, an attack on the
Or-
core.
You, the
What do you mean the
like,
attack
the-
on the core? Wait, huh?
core
The
planet?
galactic core.
Yeah, it
Maybe,
would
I
be
think.
crazy because of the fact that Republic, according to old canon, has 3 clients. The Protector of the Core, etc., etc. According to canon of legends or other, the battles were like in Clone Wars. They were battles of 200 ships, nothing to do with clones. Another thing is that even though they criticize Engineer Sid, Tanya lived when submarines happened. For her, Star Wars ship designs are bad. Why? Because the best ship design is a square space submarine like Halo.
Well, no, the best spaceship design is whatever you can fit the most of a
The
given
most
thing you want
guns
to
and
fit.
armor on, yeah.
So the
Uh,
most guns, the most armor, the most thrusters, some combination of the
It
above
makes
three.
sense that Tanya does not criticize this. Criticize what? But what if, since he was inventor and engineer of Quat, an example of what I say?
Nikki, I don't know what you're
What?
reading to me at this point. You sound like you're having a fever dream.
I feel like I'm
Yeah, I
having a
know.
stroke.
Guys,
I
yeah,
feel like I'm
having a
Because
having a
whoever was
fucking
writing this,
stroke.
I already finished reading it. Oh my god.
The Munificent class could not use all its cannons. If the main cannons and fixed ones were devastating, but they do not compare to the ones on the back of the ship. The best tactic for these ships is to... by the way, I'm actually fixing the grammar as I'm reading this.
Oh yeah, no,
because
he's
of how
actively fixing grammar.
illegible this is if I
And
don't
it's-
do that.
And it's still this bad, huh?
Yes. The best tactic for these
My-
ships is to go in a position where the enemy ship on top is able to use all of its cannons or below it. Another example if you're not convinced, question mark.
They're talking about gun placement in three-dimensional combat. I get what they're saying. Because of the shape, they put the guns on the top instead of the guns on every side that could possibly fire from, which
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
common
so-
Star Wars L. Yes.
Yes. The ventilator is garbage if you grab it from below, right? Right
Okay,
in the
this is-
chassis.
It's
Um,
great.
I'm 90% sure the Venerator had gun emplacements on the bottom because they wanted
It did
the
have a
Venerator
Yeah, they
few.
did.
It did have a
terrified.
few
A
bottom
few on
gun
the bottom.
mounts, but this is something that's always pissed me. I'm like, how stupid are you people? We are in fucking space. The ship can flip.
Yeah.
Yep. Not just the
Just-
ship can flip. You can attack from below and behind.
Yeah.
Ye-
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: you can attack from below. The starship does not care. The enemy's gate is down. My guns
Down,
are pointed
yes.
wherever you are, unless
Yes,
you're directly
yeah.
behind
I
me.
mean, I kind of just, I am of the most annoying class of person who has, well, not most annoying, second most annoying person who has opinions on spaceship design. I am in the missile side of the argument. Of if you have the logistics to have a fucking spaceship, you have the logistics to fire 700 missiles every fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
probably.
so therefore, I don't care. Get missiled, idiot.
Fuck your missile defense.
That's fair.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's why I appreciate universes that take time to like Gundam was like, yeah, missiles used to be a big thing, and then Minovsky particles said, "Fuck any kind of auto tracking."
Yeah.
Or in the case of BattleTech, it's like everything is just such a built-in level of electronic warfare that it's just assumed that your missile is not going to work.
Well, that's
Yeah, that's
what
fair.
they're trying to say Star Wars does, but we all know that's not actually true.
Yeah, Star
Oh,
Wars
yeah,
does
that's true.
not do it. No.
It
at
should
all.
say that, but that is not what it does.
That's
Well,
not
Star
how
Wars.
it works.
Star
no.
Wars runs off hardcore vibes and lightcore what looks cool.
Yes.
So
People
like if
keep
you're
complaining
evil,
about how
you have a ship that gives off evil vibes. It's more important when you're evil to
Yes.
have a ship that gives off evil vibes than a ship that works.
you
Yeah.
have the evil drip.
Although, again, I will say the Star Destroyer, not the worst design. Like,
it's
at
pretty
least
solid.
the Star
Yeah.
Destroyer is capable of firing all of its guns at a single target.
Yeah.
People keep trying to justify keeping the flying bridges and saying, well, you shouldn't remove them. They've got to be there for a reason. Your
No,
characters
the
are
flying
very
bridges are
soon for
absolute
wanting to
vanity.
remove them. Yeah, they're both.
Yeah, yeah, 100% vibe. Yeah.
They're a weak
yeah.
point.
Well, I mean, we all saw what with was it fucking Darth Vader's Star Destroyer,
yeah, the
his Super
Executor.
Star Destroyer, the Executor, where it's just a giant fucking triangle of guns.
Beaten by an A-wing.
Yeah, well, like I said, vibes.
But
Anyone got lucky.
Yeah.
Well, he died. I don't know how lucky he got.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure dying with a KD of like 15,000 to 1 is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Sneaky makes a very good point.
You know what?
Yeah, guys, I might have
curious.
died, but I did win the game for us. So,
On the one hand, sure, I lost. On the other hand, they lost harder.
yeah, I mean, I only cost them like all of their money. So
This scene right here,
technically, I win.
it goes on to cut off that flying bridge with another fucking ship.
But anyway, let's get
Can't
back
do
to
that
this
if they don't have a
retardation
flying
here.
bridge.
Oh my god. Oh
uh,
my god.
If you grab it, it was only
Yeah.
inserted in
Sneaky,
Anakin's
it
fleet.
is
That
so
is
much more than that. I'm doing some quick math here.
Yeah, it was 45K, 100K.
318,734.
Well, see, there you go. I would say that's a pretty good fucking trade. You basically just killed a whole city for one dude.
No, I want to be clear.
Jesus.
I want to be clear. That is solely the human complement. You can tack
Oh.
that up to 319,000 if you add in the 10K droids.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Anyway, so
But droids aren't people, so.
about
Yeah, no.
3 or 9 ships,
until they
and it
are.
has less armor since it is not battleship. It is a deployment ship. On the other hand, the Federation
Troop carrier,
ship
okay.
has torpedoes. They could fire 9 batches of 12 torpedoes, and they never did this since the Federation has range in its favor. Now getting to the point of this whole wall of text. Mandalorian
Oh, so they at least
ships-
admit it's an idiotic wall of text.
Yeah, well, I added that little part. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The Mandalorian ships are warships, unlike everyone else's ships. These Mandalorian warships are actually warships, as opposed to everyone else's ships of war, which are not warships, apparently. Tanya did depends on the lore. On the one hand, that mine has defective durasteel. On the other hand, it is dry and has no more. On the other hand, the mine never existed. Well, the mine was fucking fictional. It might exist on Tatooine.
was
It might
fictional.
not exist. I mean, hey, you never know. It could have existed. But the point
Yeah.
is that as far as Tanya's concerned, she literally baited him with a mine that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know why you're like, oh, on one hand, the durasteel could have been there. It's like, what point?
But he's not even acknowledging the fact that, okay, if there was Durasteel and there was a mine on Tatooine, Tatooine is infamous for having that little problem the Rakata caused, where metal that comes from Tatooine rots as soon as it leaves
Yes.
Tatooine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which everyone and their
Oh, neat.
dog has pointed out.
I didn't know that was a thing about Tatooine. I love that every time I learn something new about Tatooine, it's just another bit on the checklist for why
There's a
Anakin hates it
reason
so
why
much.
it's a hell planet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I
It
think
is
the
the
only-
ass end of that galaxy.
I think the only metal that doesn't do that is Frick specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Tatooine
they
is-
Of course, it's
That's
the
what
metal that
Palpatine's
also is a
sabers are made of.
stand-in for
Well, yeah, no,
customers.
it's also what the staffs of the Tusken Raiders are made out of, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course. Listen, there is no good things on Tatooine. Nothing there is good. Literally
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Including the fact that there are
including
ghosts.
Anakin.
Yeah. No, including Anakin. Anakin can fucking vaporize.
I feel like the nicest thing that can be said about Tatooine is probably it has a lot of sand.
That's not a compliment.
Well, no, hang on. If we just glass the planet, we'll get a really pretty marble in some sort of
The
form.
prettiest marble.
No, okay, I can
You
get
know
behind
what?
this.
You know what? I want this story now where it's like, this is a what if scenario. What's the what if? So the Empire just said, yeah, just glass the planet. And they glass it, and turns out the core is just a Force Eldritch abomination that has now been woken up from its very nice nap. Worse than
Oh
Avalon.
no.
Like, oh no. This is
Oh,
a
no.
devourer. Oh, this
Oh.
solar system's gone.
Oh, it's one of the
Oh,
fucking
God.
dragon eggs.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's just an egg for something that should never have been woken up.
Yeah.
Anakin, or rather Vader comes back and goes, you know what? Fuck Tatooine, fuck all that sand, turn it to glass, and then, oh no, we've awoken something.
Well,
It's a giant sandworm.
yeah, it's just like, is there
In space.
something
It's-
moving under the glass?
It's a
Yes.
really
Uh-oh.
fucking big crate dragon.
Yes,
It's
a
the
space
biggest
dragon.
crate dragon.
Papa
It can
crate.
fly. What do you mean it can fly? I mean, it flies through space. It eats suns.
I don't know. It's like the space whales. By the way, also listen. I gotta say, of all the random dumb shit I've managed to Star Wars knowledge I've managed to foist on side, my favorite was when I told this man about the hyperspace whales.
Yes.
Jesus,
Yeah.
the fucking whales.
I always forget there are space whales until someone brings it up, and all I know is they exist. I know nothing else about them. Just they exist, and you don't want to hit them because they're whales in space.
Oh my god, my brain just made a fucking TikTok out of it. God damn it. Where it's like it's set up this whole scenario of like Vader on the executor, like they're standing over the planet, they're fucking glassing the whole thing. And then he's like the glassing finishes and he's like turning away to walk away. And then someone shouts, "Sir! The planet! It's hatching!" And the fucking music starts playing, and he has this slow-mo of Vader turning around like, what the fuck do you mean the planet's hatching? And it shatters open, and it's a goddamn space dragon, and it's just like, are you shitting me?
Well, that explains why the planet looks
Honestly,
so
that would
horrible.
this explains why those metals always rotted, because they were organic in nature from Tatooine. Also, did you just call Padme a lolly queen? Or are you referring to something else entirely?
Yes.
No,
Yes, he
I'm talking
did.
about Padme. Canonically, at that age, that's what she is. Even though
She
the
was in her
actress was older,
mid-teens!
the actress was older.
She was in her mid-teens!
That's what she's supposed to be, canonically.
Wasn't I thought
She was
Padme
14 at that time.
Mid-teens!
Yes, mid-teens.
She was a child
No,
sign, not a lolly.
She became a child queen.
I
became a
have
queen as
some
a
really
child,
bad
yes.
news for you, Kaz.
Yeah.
That is
That is a lolly.
That is a lolly.
Kaz has fallen for the gaslighting.
Indeed.
See, I know
anyway,
it's
in any
here.
case, Lucre Hulks are weakened were reduced, and Manufcent, well, they have plenty important thing is Lucre. Okay, so that was an entire rambling wall of text that meant nothing. And all of his projection of what happens next also meant nothing, because none of it was real, and all of it was a delusion.
Of course. By the way, good news, Sneaky.
Yes.
I just got an ad for Twitch Turbo on your stream. They
Awesome.
are so desperate for money. They're finally they started rolling that out in the last few months.
Yeah, I heard about that again. Yeah. What the fuck else is being posted here? KD. Yeah. Okay. Lucre
Anyway,
Oh, good.
I'll be back.
Good. Kaz,
I got laundry to do.
Kaz further falling for the gaslighting, as I
Yes,
will continue to
indeed.
refer to it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just
Yep, we're just gonna
gonna
keep
move
moving.
on from Kaz falling for the psyop.
Yep.
Woo.
That's. I mean, that's.
It's quite the
Yep.
delusion that you just read to us, though, from Sign's fan fiction.
That's on SB. Yes,
Yeah,
they have
that's
some
just
shitty takes.
You know what? I'm going to reply to that post,
Oh God, here we go.
and I'm going
Are
to
you, though?
@sign and
Uh-oh.
attack
No.
his life points directly.
Uh-oh.
Sneaky, what are you fucking doing?
Why don't you go check out the post?
Oh, here we go.
Is this another post on that same story?
Oh no. This is something that deals damage only to sign.
Oh,
Where'd you put it?
oh, good.
It's on the SDM.
Miss Pick Spam?
Yep.
Oh, for the.
sorry.
God damn it. You shit.
I know it's your favorite story. Yeah, so anyway, Dr. Merlot is, furiously masturbating, as Ruby turns into a, sorry, it's not a Ron car. That was me being silly. It's a,
Visored.
visored. That's right. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sickening sound of flesh ripping. He turns. Ruby stood behind him, clawed hand gripping his throat. Her black hair is now streaked red, her eyes glowing with primal
It was
rage.
already streaked red.
Yeah, I know. Beneath the grotesque mask of pulsing white and red. Yeah, so apparently her hollow mask is pulsing. Cracked his
Alive.
neck. I believe we've made a new discovery. Put her down, sedate her. Yellow smoke fills the
Good luck with
room.
that.
So 50 days later, tie her down. She's going to escape. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we have followed the Umbrella Corps formula.
Nice.
We've poked her with a stick
Wha-
for the past
Why
80
did you keep
days.
poking
I
her with
hope
a
she doesn't
stick?
escape. She's
Day
escaping.
81, she's escaped. She's escaped. God save us all.
Yeah. What have we done?
What has science done?
What has science done? Find out in Chapter 3 of Planetary Management. A low growl rumbled in her throat. Her vision was a blur of red, and taste of blood coated her tongue. She spit out flesh. She bit me. Ruby thrashed. Mixture of silver and red. Nails were claws. The girl was a true work of art. Sedated her. Take her to the pit. And so they took her over to the big,
pit.
deep pit, and they dumped her into the big, deep pit.
You just gonna throw in a pit?
The
Okay.
pit.
Yep,
The
they
pit.
dumped her into the pit, and a creature emerged in the darkness of the pit, and it was a werewolf. But this one was different. It was larger than any other werewolf, and it was glowing green with spikes everywhere. Do you like my creation? It's a work in progress.
It's the thing.
Grim, attack
the thing
her.
from the game.
Yeah, it's a thing from the game. So anyway, the claws raked across her chest because, of course, her aura was never awakened. And he's like, damn, she died that quick. Got one shot. Damn, crazy. Something else happened, though, once her blood hit the floor. The blood didn't just fall. It started rising into the air, pulsing with power, defying gravity. As black goo from her last experiment swirled over her face and hardened into a white mask with glowing red markings. Interesting was all he could say as her blood began to form a blood scythe.
Of course.
And so anyway, Ruby instantly decapitates the creature, and then she lets out a howl as the weapon disappears. Blood begins to refill her wounds, and no examples of damage ever done to her. And she's the first grim human hybrid.
And she
Yep.
didn't just fucking escape right then?
Nope. She just casually sat there
Of
howling.
course not.
That's fucking dumb.
How can you destroy a demon without becoming one yourself is the author's pithy quote on his storybook cover.
Be a paladin.
I think I can think of dozens of ways. Step one is you kill the demon.
Explosives.
I mean, it doesn't really matter how you're killing it. You just kill the demon. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like you don't lock it up. You don't like seal it away and watch over
You
it
just
every
fucking
day
kill it.
and let the demon like talk to you every day, slowly twisting your morals and values over time until you're just as bad as it. Or like you
Yeah.
don't do something stupid, right? You just kill the demon, then you move on. So that's the first way you can kill a demon without
Yeah.
becoming one. Another way you can kill a demon without becoming one is
Not be a Winchester.
well that's different.
Wouldn't being a Winchester help in killing the demon?
Well, they became
They've been
demons.
possessed, and then Dean became a demon, and
Well,
Sam became a demon, and
that was a whole thing. That was a whole thing.
2 or 3 whole
It
things.
was Sam first, but
I mean,
yes.
They got better though, right?
Yeah, they got better.
Yes, they did get better.
undemoned
Yeah,
themselves. Yeah.
That was a genuine question, by the way, because I don't know
no,
anything
they
about
did. Yeah.
that.
Well,
got
so
better.
basically, at first, Sam became a demon because he was experimented on by a demon who was trying to bring about an apocalypse intentionally because he knew about the apocalypse and was trying to recreate the scenario that
go
fate
through the
said the
steps to make it.
apocalypse would occur in. So he was trying to force the steps, and part of that was turning Sam into a demon by experimenting on him as a child, and so he became partially demonified by using the demon abilities to hunt and kill other demons. Eventually, he got
And
rid
they
of
got
the
him
demon
hopped up on
abilities.
demon blood.
Yeah, got hopped up
Okay.
on demon blood. Eventually, got rid of
That's
that.
good.
Then Dean died and got tortured in hell for a couple years.
And became a demon in hell.
No, he didn't become a demon in hell.
Yes, no, he did. He did.
No, not yet. No, he was just their top torturer. That comes later. So,
It's
then,
fascinating.
yeah,
really.
yeah, and then he got out of hell, again.
Castiel pulled him out.
Was that Castiel? Okay, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
Castiel.
that was Castiel, yeah. And then they had the time where Sam then gets possessed by Lucifer.
And
Which technically, I
who
mean,
was not a
doesn't...
demon, who is an angel.
He was an angel in this one, yeah. And technically speaking, he
Well,
also
that's
didn't turn
what-
into a demon from this occurring. So
No,
I wouldn't
was
really
just
count
possessed.
that as a demon. Then Dean, before he became a demon, Castiel pulled him out. But then Dean took the mark of Cain on himself from Cain willingly because they had to go kill
Yes.
something that couldn't die, except of course
Knight of
for-
Hell.
yeah, except of course for the guy who invented killing Cain, and so
And who made the Knights of Hell.
yes, and so with the power of the first murder, they murdered them.
And the first
Um,
blade.
Of
yeah.
course.
The bone of an ass.
Of course. I can't believe I
jawbone.
wasn't following all this throughout my life. Yeah, that's
Of course, obviously. And then he kind of went on a huge bender because he was a demon now and kind of didn't really need to worry about
And he hung out with
Crowley.
Crowley.
Alistair Crowley. Yeah, that was a good
it's
one.
probably a good thing my parents were like, we're just not gonna bother with supernatural.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest
Don't
with
get me
you.
wrong.
It was a good series except for the Leviathan arc. The Leviathan arc wore out its welcome pretty fast, and the following arc after that was like a little bit iffy. But overall, I
Yeah.
think honestly it was a
Uh-huh.
really enjoyable series. They got really in. They had one whole episode. Well, they had a couple episodes actually. This was actually, honestly probably one of the better parts of the series. Is in the later half of the series. God is eventually just like, all right, well, I'm tired of you guys being the main characters. So you're not the main characters anymore. I'm done writing the supernatural books. You guys can just fuck off now. Bye.
Yeah, they lost their blessing.
And
They had
well,
to
no,
hunt
it wasn't they
down
lost
the
their
goddess
blessing.
of plot.
It's that quite literally they were the main characters of the story, and then God stopped making them the main characters of the story, so they had to go find the blessing of a hero.
Yes. All the convenient
Yeah, of
stuff
course.
just stopped working. So like their car broke down, or they ran out of money, or the cops caught up to them. And yes, they
Yeah.
had to go track down the Greek goddess of
Heroes.
stories or some shit.
Yeah, the Greek goddess of heroes. Yeah. And they had to go on a heroic adventure where they went through
Yes.
literally all the stages of the journey of the hero to regain their main character
The literal
energy,
hero's journey.
literally.
Yes.
To go, finish the fight and save the day and all that fun stuff. So that it was good. They had great commentary on a lot of things. They had a lot of returning characters that were handled really well.
I did not like the alternate dimension shit. That we could have
yes,
done without all of that.
That was really rough. I was not a fan of
And
the alternate dimension shit.
Chuck being just going complete asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Ending it with we left God to die. Okay, yeah, that's great. That was a great way to end it. But everything he did up to that was just
Yeah, I
so
mean, it was a
fucking
really mixed bag.
dumb.
I kind of really liked a lot of the reveals in where Chuck wasn't a prophet. He was actually God, pretending to be a prophet because God was, like, really kind of tired of the whole everyone worshiping everything he did thing, which, I mean, fair enough. You know?
He's kind of an asshole about it.
Yeah, he was kind of a massive asshole about it, yes. So, I feel like having played a lot of Japanese games before Supernatural, I kind of was able to just shrug off the whole, oh, God's actually evil thing. Also, gotta keep in mind orange-blue morality versus good-evil morality.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think more or less the whole thing was handled really well in the end. As far as you can handle a 14-season show, finally ending, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I
I mean,
see.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
they ended it on a high note of
yeah,
killing God and then just driving away, and they had that one last brotherly interaction before getting back on the highway. They didn't do something stupid like, I don't know, showing a 10-year later bullshit with
yeah.
Dean
Nope, never
dying.
happened.
Yeah, that
Yep,
would be
never
freaking
happened.
dumb.
Yep, nope, never happened.
I hear they're making a sequel.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but okay.
I
Supernatural is
don't
one of those
know.
solid series dog shit fandom media things. I
Also
mean, it's really
true.
well, yes, but no. It's like the problem with the fandom is, I mean, first, fangirls. The
Woo!
fangirls
Yeah.
were such a
Fanboys, too.
massive problem with the Supernatural fandom that the Supernatural
shippers.
authors explicitly called them out and mocked them multiple
Yeah,
times throughout
repeatedly.
multiple episodes. They
It
had
was always the Yowie shippers.
it was always the Yellow Shippers, of course. They had Chuck making fun of them. They had Chuck, the author of the Supernatural series, in the series, making fun of them. They had episodes where they were making fun of these girls. Like it was one of those slower paced episodes where it's
Yep.
kind of like in between the big things, and they find some ghost like haunting this theater or something, and like the girls are trying to put a play on, and they're like, oh, helping the play finish will let the ghost finally go to rest or some shit, and then they find out that the play is some yaoi shit based off of Supernatural, the book series. Like, They constantly shit on the yaoi crowd. It's
That's
Yeah.
not
Oh,
surprising in
they
the
had him
slightest.
go to a con.
Yeah, they had to go to a convention. That was funny. And all of the Dean cosplayers and the Sam cosplayers
The
and
Sam and
everyone
Dean
showed up with their own
cosplayers.
Impalas.
All right, so who are you? Yeah, I'm Sam and Dean. Where's Sam and Dean Winchester? Ha ha. Yeah, no, really. Who are you?
Yeah.
No, we're
They
the real
show up
deal.
first as the FBI guys,
Right, everyone
and
is.
they show up as their FBI outfits at first, and they're like, "Yeah, we're Speedy and
That's like us.
whatever," and they're like, "Yeah, sure, you're room 97," and they're like, "Huh?" And then they turn around and there's like 9 other cosplayers who are also in the
Also,
FBI
FBI.
outfits, introducing themselves as like
Art.
whatever.
They
Guard-
went to the Ren Fair and they tried to pull the FBI thing, and he's like, "Yeah, no, dude. FBI IDs begin with this because I actually work for them. So who the fuck are you?" Oh shit!
They had a lot of great moments. Yeah, there was a lot of great moments.
Yeah, that was pretty
Definitely.
strong, though.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good moments. They subverted things. When they did subvert things, they subverted them usually
They
in
did it fairly well,
majority,
usually.
in a way, usually really well. Yeah. I think the whole prophet arc was kind of cool, where they had this, young Asian kid. He
Evan.
was the next prophet of God, and they showed it like really well. Of just like, yeah, this kid's fucking stressed the hell out. He cannot handle
miserable.
this situation. He's miserable. It's not fun. It's not cool. you
And
know.
then he dies thanklessly,
Yeah.
just killed like that by somebody letting a traitor into the base, and they didn't realize they were.
Yeah. But yeah, so the main issue with Supernatural is it's prime real estate to write fanfic for, because there is tons of time before the real shit hits the fan where you can just have them go fight monsters. And
Yes.
You don't need
It
you
was
don't-
so much better when it was Monster of the Week.
Yeah, there's no Worm Leviathan moment really. Because you have literally like 2 decades before the Worm Leviathan moment even happens in the Supernatural story.
Not 2, but 1 at least.
No, they
Depending
were
on
hunting
what we're
since they were
talking about.
10. Yeah, but
Okay,
they were
yes,
hunting
but the story starts up when
when they're
Sam
20.
is like in his early 20s in college.
No, literally he got in early 20s. He's literally 20. He quite literally had he mentions it directly of like 2 years in college or something.
Yeah, something like that. I forget. But
Yeah.
it starts up when they're 20 and it goes into their
Right,
30s.
but my point though, yeah, in their late 30s.
Yeah.
My point though is that you have a lot of time, because the part where shit hits the fan and they have to fucking start killing off whole mythologies, that happens in like the span of 3 years.
Yeah, it was.
And it's the final 3 years, of course, obviously. So it's you have a lot of time before that you don't have to like panic rush. Oh God, Leviathan's gonna hit the fucking city, in 9 chapters, because it has to happen, because this date is when the Endbringer attacks. Yeah. Also, tons of great gifts.
Did I miss anything interesting?
We talked a lot about
Supernatural.
It's real. Did you get the part where they had Ruby create a blood scythe and start screaming like a banshee as she killed Grimm?
No, luckily I went to take out the garbage and go eat dinner before that.
Okay, well that's what happened. In the
Hooray
end.
for you.
I missed a
Um,
lot of dumb shit in 17 minutes, it seems.
Yes, you did. I'd argue that this chapter
Oh.
should fall under first chapter doesn't get to the point, because while it's labeled a romance parody, the actual pairing doesn't happen until chapter 3. Why did you read ahead? That's the better
Also,
question here. Why did you read ahead?
I'm fairly certain we'd already marked it as first chapter doesn't get to the point already.
Yeah, I believe we did.
I will put this
So
in shit, Rex. 'Cause
he's
this is
making an
hilarious.
argument for something that doesn't need an argument
Yeah, so first
for
chapter
some
did
reason.
not, in fact, get to the point. It introduced the fact that she's being experimented on, but it didn't really.
That didn't feel like the point of the story based
No.
on the description and the tags,
No,
though.
kind of. It was labeled
Also,
prologue, but
I,
yeah.
I did we get a canon character description from Merlot or
No!
Ruby in that?
We actually did not get any description at all beyond the changes that occurred to her after being injected with the Venom Grim Blood.
How did we not get that in a
That's
Ruby
crazy,
pick?
right? Yeah. It's insane. It's indeed just fuck you. Good times. But yeah, so anyway, oh hey, gamer system. Wow, second story gamer system. Crazy.
What was that last thing we got?
I don't think I have system.
Story didn't get to the point. Gamer system.
We
Wall of
also
text,
have
randomly
we also
abusive.
got
We did not
also
get
got-
randomly.
no.
Would you call random tortured randomly abusive?
No, not
No,
particularly.
I'm gonna call it. No, I'm not gonna
It's-
say it's
This one
randomly
is dark and
abusive.
edgy.
Yeah, it's just edgy. Yeah, it's just angst, edge. Yeah.
We also have V2 bad grammar and angst from that as well.
Yep. Yep. Let's see what else we got. We got Ruby. So we got Ruby Lucid here. Mr. First Fire. So if we didn't get angst before this point,
Oh,
I think
shit.
we get angst from this picture alone.
Oh.
Infant's
Sorry for reading ahead, but I got to go to the workshop in about an hour and become a clown people, sneaky style. And okay, well, acceptable.
do it. Do it.
Let us know how it works.
Do
It wasn't really random because the whole point was Demon Ruby lesbian. Yeah, very true. Yeah. Wow, that's a big hat.
Yeah, I decided to peruse through a couple things that I found. I was like, oh, concept art of Big Hat Logan. I'll send this to Sneaky. He
I'm
likes
so
Big
glad.
Hat Logan.
Yeah, I'm so glad they kept the big hat for Big Hat Logan. That'd be really weird if he didn't have a big hat. John
His
Ark
name
didn't
was
expect
his
much.
original name was Big Hat Tiny Dick Logan, but they felt that was too on the nose.
Well, they originally were to call
Oh.
him Wacky Hat Logan, but that didn't really strike fear into people.
I am Logan.
Yeah, no, not doing it for me.
You know, to be fair, with the way he was, I could totally see him just be like, I am Logan of the Wacky Hats. What?
Let's see. Didn't expect much from his first day in Vale. Just a normal high school experience.
Excuse you?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Why?
Is this a coffee shop AU?
Are we
No
about to
power
get? Are
AU?
we about to
Is
get
this
the? Yeah,
gonna
are we
be a
about to get
no power
AU?
AU? Yeah.
Finally?
Not
Will they-
embarrassing himself on his first day and perhaps some teenage romance. On his second night in the city, he fell asleep and woke up in a nightmare with the nightmare system. Ruby AU. Okay, so this story follows John Ark in an alternative universe, which is a no-power modern Earth-like setting. The
fuck you
nightmare
say?
system is tied to the dream realm, and he isn't the only person that wakes up in not Bloodborne. The
So
power
it is
system
no
in
power
this
AU.
novel is different from the original show, which revolves around Bloodborne runes. Okay, yes. So this is... I'm gonna call this a unannounced crossover because it's literally just people going to sleep, waking up in the dream/nightmare, and carving eldritch runes on themselves to grant themselves power so they can fight in the dream.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we should read a little further to make sure it's just one-to-one. Well, maybe not one-to-one, but like 0.5 to 1 copying Bloodborne rune system. But probably gonna be that. Probably.
The system and nightmare does not even show up until chapter 6.
How do you know
Holy
that?
fuck. Because
He read ahead.
Kaz just told us. So this started being published June 25th. This is not a V2 story. I also want to be clear here. So June 25th, in 3 months, this person has apparently posted 85 chapters. That's nearly a chapter a day with 2,000 words per chapter.
ChatGPT has to be.
Nearly
He is using
precisely
AI.
2,000 words per chapter. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to check for AI here.
Hmm.
M dash.
Any idea how hard
Wow! Fucking any percent
Wow.
speed run.
Was there an immediate M dash?
Immediate M dash.
like
Why we just
you
mark
haven't-
off that chat GPT option there?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, here we go. Here's 3 things. It's not X, but Y. Wow.
Yeah, it is incredibly hard to hit a word count target precisely on the nose to
Of
within,
2,000 words
300
every single
words.
day for 3 months straight.
I mean,
I would
don't get me wrong.
argue that is false, but
No, hang on. What I'm saying is hitting the exact target.
Well,
That
I'm more
much.
saying, Max, I'm not saying you can't
no, it's
manage
not.
2,000
You
words
just have to
every
be
single day.
pedantic and lacking creativity.
Well, true. I'm not saying what I'm not saying you couldn't manage to do 2,000 words per day. I'm saying 2,000 words a day, then posting it, then coming up with the next chapter's stuff the next day, right? I'm not like saying like, oh, you end up writing the book in 3 months and then you go over it again and edit it and make changes here and there and then you post it like that. I'm saying directly 2,000 words, bang, done, post. 2,000 words,
I mean,
bang, done, post.
No, that's
I do
completely
roughly
possible.
I do roughly 2,500 a day,
Not well.
and then post 5K word chapters.
Yeah, no, it is
But
possible, Sneaky. It's that oh so favorite thing in construction, fast, cheap, good. Pick
Yeah,
2.
true.
You
Pick
can't have all
two.
3.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It is
Well,
100% possible. It's likely not going to be that good.
it's a slice of life fake out in the first 5 chapters. It's about John and his journey to Vale that doesn't actually ever achieve anything. Wow, amazing. Yep. So anyway, Chat GPT, no power AU. Do we open up
Is there
with a
an uncomfy
character
age gap?
description? No, we do not open with a character description. Oh wait, no, hold on. John looked at his own reflection in the mirror. Blonde hair, blue eyes with his clothes. Go ahead and mark
He
off.
Go.
There we go.
Opening
By the way, Sneaky,
character description.
he decided that he didn't really like his appearance, and so decided to change it a few times.
True.
Oh.
Flashing through all the fucking appearances. The NPCs looking on in horror.
Well, we're frozen in time as he
I need
changed.
I need an author knows nothing and an uncomfy age gap somehow.
Does he
I can
ask
get
about?
one of those, but the other one's going to be pretty hard unless people started consistently shipping the students with the teachers.
Did he tell anybody about his
Um,
Patreon?
I'm looking. Okay, so now I'm not seeing anything about a
Yeah.
Patreon.
Ah.
Not seeing anything about cross
no
post.
Patreon.
No Paterons. No random author's notes. No summary inside. It is. I am gonna say. I'm just gonna call it an unlabeled crossover. You can all fucking write that down.
You said that earlier.
Yeah, I'm just reinforcing it. I'm not fucking looking 7 chapters. Okay, fine. I'll scroll to. Okay, I'm sorry. We have a section called Blood and Fur.
Yeah, get out of
It's
here.
gotta be
Wait,
character in name only.
what?
They
And
were
that sounds like an
chanting
okay
around
buddy.
a Star of David burning incense. It wasn't even a pentagram.
That's
Okay,
okay,
so
buddy.
we're just gonna. Okay. No, it's not an okay, buddy, but that's
Nah,
no. Hey, do you
that's some
remember that
bullshit.
sword you made at the sword art class when you tried out blacksmithing? What did you call it? Crooked Maw? You mean Crocamore? Wait, you called it that? No, it's not called Crooked Maw. It's Latin, Crocamore. No, it's fucking French, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. It's none of those
Procure, and
things.
it's
We're on Remnant.
French.
Yeah. So he can't even get the fucking language right. Do we get an original fiction?
Means yellow
Since
death.
this is basically just an original story that uses John as a character, doesn't even use the Ruby setting at all except for the names. You know what? I'll give you that. You know what? Yeah, we're scrolling through here. Yes, I'll give original fiction. This is lame and stupid.
Yes.
Let's see. Wait, reviews. So how many reviews we got looking at? We got
But it is
89
his first
reviews.
fanfic.
basically one review per chapter, and it looks
It's
like
the same guy.
No Life Reader looks to be posting almost every single chapter of review. So yes, it is
Wow.
looking very much like 90% of his reviews are coming from a single person.
That's just he's using a sock puppet.
The Grimm have lots of potential in this story, with your original take of them being from man's nightmares instead. I hope you don't copy them from Ruby.
Anyway, that's
You
enough
go-
stupid shit. My head hurts. I'm going to sleep. And by sleep, I mean I'm
I
going to
don't
stop
blame
paying
ya.
attention.
You know what I'm always really confused by? I'm always really confused by these people who are like, yeah, I'm not going to make an account for fanfiction.net. I'm just going to constantly bookmark hundreds of stories and then check in on them constantly to see if they've updated or not. Like, holy shit, bro. Like, that's 2000 called. They want you to stop.
I have a 20-year-old set of bookmarks just for that.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is I did that shit back in 2000 when I couldn't make an account and just favorite everything I wanted to read. Sneaky, you piece of shit. If you didn't get bingo, I would have had it. You cucked me again. Well, ain't that the breaks?
Wait.
Shit,
And you know
Dad.
what? I won't drink to that.
Oh,
Sucks to suck, buddy.
skill issues abound.
Get skill issued. Oh god. Let's see if we can't get a bingo tonight real quick. We're gonna do some speed running here.
Yeah,
Can
don't
I
read the
make it
bashing.
to summer when Raven Branwyn, ex-husband, runs off, leaving her with her children? She has no idea how a former
Thanks.
bandit is supposed to last. Winter's icy embrace is on the horizon, and tragedy might follow. With no other option, she has to call on Summer Rose, the leader of the team she nearly quit a year ago, for help. A Raven times Summer story that is... Wow, toxic Yuri shippers. Who could have seen that one coming?
Wow.
Who could have
Yeah.
seen that one coming? Job security. They also wrote this story. Ozpin pays more attention. 2 lives are changed forever. John and Blake. Beacon's pair of frauds. Blake's not a fraud. She got in on the combat.
No,
exam.
she's just hiding her identity. She
No, but she didn't
is
though. She
pretending
literally,
not to be a terrorist.
she literally told Ozpin who she was.
No, she's hiding it from everyone else.
Well, sure, but that doesn't make
Yeah,
you
that
a
doesn't-
fraud.
that
You
doesn't make her a
legitimately got into the
fraud.
school. She passed the
Yes,
tests.
no, she did. But she's pretending not to be a faunus and not to be a terrorist. She is kind of
Have nothing but each
fraudulent.
other when they're kicked out of the academy. Now penniless and hopeless, they must band together and do missions and shit.
We gotta do
So,
missions and shit.
this Yuri story is 33 chapters, 120k words. This John Blake story, which is also a harem involving Velvet, I guess, is
Of course.
98 chapters with nearly 400k words. Only 682 favorites from nearly 100 chapters published over the course of a whole year.
Those
It's like one
numbers sound
chapter
bad.
every 3 days. They're like, those stats are good, but that's not a good favorite number for that much. Damn. They only
Maybe
got
the Ruby
4
section is
reviews per
falling off.
chapter. Yeah, well, if only. Remnant's Greatest Fighter. What if Ruby ordered chocolate instead of coffee? An alternative ending to Origin Story. You should go read that first. Also by this person
Read
named
my
Rat
other
Travis.
story first.
Okay, Origin Story. Origin Story. Ruby can't go to Beacon because of events that occur. Ozpin makes her a different offer. To go join the enemy as a double agent. Ruby's
what?
answer
No, that's
sweeps
fucking
her into a
dumb.
world of murderers, but as the job takes from her, she gets questions she can't answer. What does her silver eyes mean, and what will Ruby do for Ozpin? And why did Salem accept her into her army so easily?
They just fucking kill her. Oh, hey, it's a girl with silver eyes. Let's fucking kill her before she becomes a problem.
Yeah,
I don't care if she wants to join. She's just a problem waiting to happen.
every huntsman in the world has... Oh my god, these are like Coral Aran stories. I just realized, like, don't get me wrong. Power to this author. He's finished almost every single one of these stories. So power to this fucking author. They have churned out hundreds of thousands of words over the past couple of years.
Should have just written a book.
Possibly multi-million. They've pretty much written 20 books at this point. I want to be 100% clear here. 20 to 30 books at this point in the past 2 years. They probably should have just written an original story. But this is like big core Alaran energy for a lot of these stories here. Living the dream. Every huntsman has aura except John Ark. After barely passing the initiation and being named team leader of Misfits, including an adult Faunus partner, a former Fall Maiden, and Renan Nora. Okay, so it's a 5-person team. This is... I was joking about Core Alaran energy, but holy shit, this really is just Core Alaran story. John is now trapped in his dream school with no aura and a dwindling chance of ever getting it. Why would it be dwindling?
I guess they can't awaken his aura directly for some reason.
Or it's like
Okay.
he's so far into it that he can't get someone to awaken it because everyone just assumes he already has it. Except for the part where he's not going to be able to keep up with literally anyone.
Can we call this author knows nothing? Because
100%, yeah. Author knows nothing. This is just...
that is literally tracked through the scroll.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also combat class exists.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
they're explicitly taught how that's tracked through the scroll, and it's put up
When-
for display for everyone to see.
when did they introduce that mechanic? Wasn't that like season
The track through the scroll? That's episode
3 or
3?
4?
Yeah, episode 3, maybe?
Season 3.
No, episode 3.
Episode 3, season 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever the first combat class is, which is in season 1.
Yeah, it's just like
Because
episode
we get
3,
it
episode
during
5.
we get it
Yeah.
during the bullying arc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got here. We got more stories from this author. So, Murderess and Her Brain. Roman Torchwick and Beacon Academy fell on the same day. Thus, when one headmaster reincarnates as the other's partner, they agree to one thing: Cinder must die. Ozpin, his host, is a bloodthirsty murderess. Really? Murderess? You really have to do the whole Issa's thing?
Gendered. I mean, they did the same thing with Huntress.
And I think it's retarded with that, too.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. You're just a fucking hunter. It's a gender-neutral term. But we want
Gotta
to be
make sure
special.
everyone knows a woman's doing it. And both, they're starting to rub off on each other. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's Ozpin inside of Neo instead. Somehow that works.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. I assume they eventually kill Cinderfall in the end because it's a completed story, 25 chapters with 200k words. Didn't do great, only 200 favorites. Cardin Winchester's a fighter, not a thinker, so when he's sent flying away from Beacon, he soon finds himself in the wrong place. He's got a long walk home from the jungles of Mistral. I'm sorry, you're saying that he got launched from Beacon all the way into Mistral. He had a multi-hour flight inside of a rocket locker.
Clearly, he's just made
Yes.
of Legend of Zelda Anium, where he goes on like
Yes.
a 300-hour trip, and then he just is slightly shocked by it.
With these three rearranged teams of totally originality, new Grim out and about, and a seat that's full until it's empty. This year's gonna be crazy. Volumes 1 through 8 Divergence AU. Taking down the White Fang is child's play for Blake, Adam, and Ilya, the three best spies of Atlas. And now they have a new job to find out where the stolen aura machine is hidden in Beacon Academy. But there's an unseen killer on the prowl, a hungry crocodile waiting in the shadows, a Schnee plotting their downfall, and a new teammate they were never meant to have. Task Force K has their work cut out for them. Blake times Ruby. Damn, that's some serious NTR energy. Damn.
Oh.
You've heard of Ruby but better. Well, my story is Ruby but it's worse. It's a series of joke one-shots that have no purpose but to lower the IQ of everyone that reads them.
But at
To
least
no
he's honest.
surprise, only 53 people liked this story.
I wonder why.
I'm dying. This story is so funny. Okay. I'm fucking Raven's master plan. What ails an android? Watch out, Sun has a gun. Ozpin's school of bitchcraft. Sienna can and Adam can't.
Sun has 4 guns. Wait, what?
Yes.
Y contact.
But they gave him a real gun,
Karin
don't you understand?
Prankchester. Ruby does cocaine.
Yeah, he got the
Dying
sick now,
Wish.
so he can.
His
You mean
name
Ruby's
starts
not already
with
on
Q.
cocaine?
And Team Murder.
He has a sig gun now. Now he can shoot himself in the foot 5 times as much.
True.
He throws it into a room full of bad guys. They all
Grenade
die.
out! Throws 320 into
From
a
the
room.
SIG.
It didn't go off. Hold on, I got this. Let me just holster it. Bang, 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 bang.
God damn it!
Why'd you
It's-
bury the sig? Why'd you bury the sig in the ground? Well, I can use it as a mine, don't you know?
This thing is clearly out of ammo. He has counted the rounds in it. Calls out, out of ammo. It reloads itself.
You check eject the clip, check the bag, check the barrel, everything. All right, it's cleared. Puts into holster. Bang! Ah! My leg!
Tedior, when you just need the best option that you can throw away in an instant.
Those guns are actually great.
I need
If
healing!
you use them right. One bullet. Either grenade.
Oh
Sure.
god, that's the worst gun in existence. A Tedior P320. It runs out of
God.
ammo. You throw it away. You go to, walk away. A new one appears in a holster, goes off, shoots you in the leg again. You pick it up, you throw it away, it starts firing everywhere. A new one appears in your holster, goes off, fills another hole in your leg.
You take the holster off and throw it at the enemy.
Throw the holster away.
God damn it. Somebody needs to write an SCP about this. The cursed. The cursed.
The
You
cursed
don't need to write an
320.
SCP. It exists.
This really exists, yes, but
The most inconvenient
It's just a
320. Go to pull open cutlery drawer, guns in there, shoots you right in the stomach.
Behold the power of the kitchen gun.
you don't have a kitchen gun? Who doesn't have a kitchen gun?
People that live in states where guns aren't usually allowed inside the home.
That's lame.
That gun goes to the right of the place setting, not the left.
It's true.
That's the dinner gun.
Adds what's it called? The fucking switch? Is that what they're called? That turns the Glocks automatic?
A
Something
sear?
like that.
A sear. Yeah, a sear. Yeah.
A sear turns any semi-auto to fully auto if you do it, but yes, you install a sear into a Glock, you drill two
Install
holes
sear.
and put a piece of metal.
You buy a bunch of 320s.
320s.
Install sears into all of them and strategically place them in really obvious positions around your house. So when someone breaks in and they're like, "Oh, a gun!"
Death flower. Somebody about to have a bad day.
You just pick them up and you chuck them like ninja stars at some guy. Bang! Bang! Bullets flying everywhere. You make your own Don Mako. Toho music playing in the background.
Yes, we call this a death blossom.
We call this a difficulty quake.
A difficulty quake? What is that when the rats start showing up?
Yeah, that's when Icket Claw spawns.
Oh
Icket
god,
Claw,
this is
also known
terrible.
as fuck you man thing, eat nuke.
What if Ruby was allergic to swordfish? That's you wrote
Huh?
a 26. You wrote a 7-chapter, 26,000 word story with the premise of what if Ruby was allergic to swordfish?
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. What if Sesbian Lex AKA, what if Schnee Dust Company runs out of paint to huff? An alternative ending to the origin story, Ruby times Salem. Wow. Okay. Well. Yeah. So. Anyway. Yeah. Core Aileron story after that. So. To John's Pineapple Jam Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. The Grimling. Okay. More cringe stories. From Huntsman to Hard Knocks. John fails as a huntsman, becomes a bouncer of Junior's bar. Dates Neo.
Isn't that a
Cool.
core story?
No, you're thinking of John fails out as a huntsman and owns a coffee shop.
Isn't that just a generic coffee shop AU?
Yes. Also a core story.
Actually, no, I think Core did do he worked for
John as a
Junior
bouncer
at the
thing.
bar at some point.
Yeah, I thought
Oh, no, you're right, but that wasn't the point of the story. The point of that story was Yang was a pole dancer.
he did.
No, that's another one where Jean is a pole
Oh.
dancer and Yang falls for him.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
I'm
My bad.
sorry.
Yeah, don't
John's
worry
Don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
Don't
Don't
worry
worry
about it.
about it.
A member of the
Don't worry about it.
what are they called?
Don't
He
worry about it.
really wanted to be Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Uh,
Legend of the Starwalker. Imagine if someone with elemental manipulation was able to be in Ruby. I don't want to imagine it. I also don't want to know
that's
it.
called Huntsman.
Yep. I mean, it's also
Salem.
just
I
called,
mean,
pretty much anything
we
else.
call those the maidens.
Yeah.
And also the maidens,
Also,
yes.
anyone with a particularly strong semblance.
True. Anyone can pick up a thing of
Um,
dust and use that. Dust caster.
Weiss
like
and John
Weiss.
end up as partners. Boring ass story. No one cares. Team Lame, my original team for Ruby. Different things happen in ways you will not expect.
Mm.
Okay, 55 chapters, first published in... Oh, rewritten, my bad. Okay, rewritten. So that's also a V2.
V2.
Is this going to be a
Another
V2 written with
V2.
AI, or is this going to be, let's see, commas, okay, bad grammar, misspellings. This is, in fact, another V2 not rewritten by AI.
Oh, so genuine V2.
It's a genuine V2, but also they left in a bunch of mistakes. So,
Of course.
obviously. You know, honestly, I'm shocked we haven't found someone that was shilling their Patreon yet.
Right?
They're here specifically to make sure that no one can get a bingo off that.
I've made a White Knight fic. The difference is there may be moments that are out of character. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay, so what about this one? On a mission to protect a village, discovers an abandoned faunus infant. He takes the child, raises it with Blake. Okay, lots of original characters in a slow burn family romance story.
Family
Okay.
romance. We just call that incest.
Yeah, Lionheart exposes, blah, 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 roads, travel. Date system, okay, wait, M dash, 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 it's
chat
not this, but
GPT?
this, it is a fact, a chat, Gubata story. Longtime Ruby Destiny fan and sci-fi fantasy advocate, and they have a AI generated profile picture as well. They also use they used M dashes in their own fucking author bio.
Chat GPT, write me an author bio.
I'm not an
Of
expert,
all
but
the
I have a
things.
solid understanding. I'm not
No,
X,
you
but
don't.
Y.
Are you sure about that?
Of its
to
complex
doubt.
narratives, characters, and themes. Literally, M dash into I'm not X but Y lists 3 things.
Oh,
Wow.
Just
How much of a bitch do you have to be to not even write your own bio?
yes.
Like, damn. That's pathetic. Inspired by growing up with Lord of the Rings. Okay, yeah, so you can clearly tell this was ChatGPT also, because he's not talking about it in a correct tense. Inspired, because instead of saying I was inspired growing up, it's just, individual is inspired. How much of a bitch do you have to be on a scale of 1 to SB mod? Well, he hasn't called anyone out yet.
SB mod.
Well, no, he hasn't called anyone out yet, so he's not an SB mod yet.
Oh, so it's close, but not quite
Inspired
there yet.
by growing up with Lord of the Rings, Halo, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other iconic works of similar genres. There is no similar genre to sci-fi. Lord of the Rings is not a similar genre to sci-fi.
I was gonna say,
Sci-fi.
what the fuck you talking about, Willis?
Don't you know it's in the same section, the sci-fi/fantasy section?
Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
it's all in Barnes and Nobles. I'm actually
Driven by a love of world building. Yes, very famous world building, very prevalent in Lord of the Rings. They really build up the world of Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I mean, depends on what version of Lord of the Rings. If you're talking about the movie, then they don't build the world at all in Lord of the Rings, really. They do minimal world building.
The world is there.
If you're talking about
In the
book
world.
Lord of the Rings, they do a little bit too much world building.
There is so much world building in the books. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crafting stories that blend
there's
the dynamic energy of Ruby with the expansive mythos of Destiny. Expansive mythos of Destiny? Are you fucking me?
well, what they
No
probably
lube.
mean is they saw Marathon once and were like, "Yes, this is the lore of Destiny." Clearly,
You can buy me money on Patreon.
Ah!
Alright.
who had that?
nah,
in
I think I'm good.
Or visit my Tumblr.
Ooh.
Somehow.
It's always surprising
Somehow.
to see Tumblrs mentioned.
Right?
Yeah.
Like my
Who the
brain's
fuck
like,
uses
no, wait,
Tumblr?
Tumblr died like 6 years ago. What do you mean?
I thought
Yeah.
it was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
somehow Tumblr returned.
Somehow.
God damn
Tumblr
it.
returned.
Dude,
Questioning everything. Adam Taurus joins Team Ruby. White Lies. Whitley, searching through the home, finds a journal. Questioning parentage. Observes Jacques. Patterns and
Jacques.
cages. Trauma. Left alone. John tries to move on. Something happens to him that he never saw coming. That's right. Something happens to John that he never saw coming. Him with a girl.
Woo! Oof! God damn!
Did you just get
You
it?
got it going. Yes. Yes, I got it. You had it going. Fucking really? Jesus. That's right.
Gotta keep it light, gotta keep it light. Because, the raw angst of the demons of his past.
Oh, fuck off.
Weiss out of character.
Can we mark off out
Oh,
of character?
man. No.
Nah.
All right, we're done here. This is God. Hey, at least we got some good laughs finally out of the fucking section for once.
We just
It's
had to
been a
come back
minute.
to the Ruby section.
Yeah, we just had to go to the fucking clown show.
Well, if you want to laugh. On
For
the clouds.
$150, I'll show up with a truck and a trailer and give you an estimate that's way too high for the project your wife wants done. For an extra $100, I can hire a buddy to come back later as a different contractor to give the same similar price just to prove it costs that much.
Very base.
That's
This is how
an
you-
amazing service.
I
This is how
feel
you
like
save
you're
some money.
highballing me. Actually, I have this other contractor. He'll tell you that it's not highballing.
Look,
Yeah,
I
no,
can
it's
go
not
to I
highballing.
can go get my competitor over here and he'll tell you the exact same thing.
That's just the price of the job, lady. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your face when she decides she wants to do it any fucking way. She doesn't care about
Yeah.
the expense.
Yeah. Well, then you get to be the hero by pulling a win out by finding someone who'll do it for way less.
Right.
But yeah, no,
Don't waste the money.
that's a good service though. I commend his dedication to capitalism.
Yes.
But anyway, it is a Tuesday, which means be gone, foul beasts. Back into the cages where you belong. But, you know, come back on Friday.